Because of a minor mistake on my part, we were actually going to make sure that the Southern Utah video gets played through. So have a couple seconds of patience and then turn your eyes to that big screen, please. And now, to honor our flag, our country, and our freedom, and those who protect, defend, and serve, both past and present, please rise if you are able for our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight. This is now time for you to head to your corrals. We will start that 2-minute transition in about another 20 seconds or so. And
well, welcome, Dee Dee. We're back.
It's great to be back.
In the Orleans Arena here in Las Vegas for the Mean Girls Super 16, session 3 technically. I'm Jess Graba. I'm here with super long time, legendary, I can keep going, LSU coach Dee Dee Bro. We can keep going. We don't have that much time.
But look, we had some great gymnastics here yesterday, and it was capped off. Denver started the rotation, the first group, and they kind of owned the place. Great gymnastics, and we had 3 other teams with them, San Jose, Illinois, and Washington, and they scrapped it out, fought hard for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. But last night, Oklahoma walked in here and took control of the arena. But Kentucky came to play. Yeah. Kentucky pushed them the entire one rotation. They were tied, but they pushed them to bring their best gymnastics to win. But I think one of the big stories was the battle for 3rd and 4th in Michigan and Michigan State. Michigan State walked out of here with the only 10, and it was on vaulting.
Worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it. They scrapped. They fought. They came back from adversity. Bad beam came back, back and they beat Michigan, and that was a huge victory for them.
That meant a lot to them. I know they came
Well, sure
in
it
fired up.
did. Sure it did. It's for home state pride. But you know, we talked about all the great Olympians that are blessing the college campuses all over America. But I understand you've got a surprise.
Yeah, I figured, you know, since we were talking about it so much that I'd make a couple phone calls, you know, and bring in a couple friends. So we're actually going to bring in an actual professional announcer
With a
to
ring.
help us out.
But she's got
and
a ring.
they actually have a real ring
Great.
as well.
All
So
right.
Jordan, I want to bring in Jordan here. Jordan, you got to have Mike.
Okay, there's 2 young
Hi,
ladies
guys.
right here behind you.
So we brought in the pros.
Yeah.
Day 2,
Flew her in.
bring in a ringer.
Of
Make
course,
us look
of
good,
course.
Jordan.
Okay, well, first off, I'm so happy to be here on this side because last year I was here with UCLA, being able, you know, to have that experience of being on podium, getting all those jitters out, knowing that it's the first meet of the season was an amazing experience. But now being on this side, I can't wait to see what all these amazing girls do out there. And being an Olympian, I'm not gonna lie, it is very different competing in the collegiate world. So definitely having that experience is really fun.
But do you think the every weekend competing did something to help your mental approach to competition?
Yes, 100%. Competing every weekend, it gives you that more confidence in yourself, being able to go on every apparatus with more confidence and more excitement, and also having amazing teammates just supporting you and you being out there having fun. Definitely helped for sure.
You know, I think also, you know, we tried to talk a little bit about the podium situation. It's the first meet of the year. Can you, I mean, you were here last year, obviously. You went through the warm-up process, and we've talked a lot to the coaches, but I'd love to hear your perspective on what you felt this means and how you approach it.
Approaching a meet being on podium definitely helps in a lot of ways because obviously there's NCAAs at the end, and just getting the ability to practice on the equipment before competing, going out there and doing everything. So getting used to everything, especially bars. Bars and beam are always more bouncier events when you're on podium, so I really got to experience having the ability just to practice on those events.
We talked about the bounce, or at least I tried to talk.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain because you can tell it to people, but just explain. Like the beam is moving.
It is.
The entire time.
Entire time, non-stop bouncing. You have to find your core on literally on beam it's the worst.
Okay, I don't know if our audience really understands because they probably haven't competed on a podium,
Yeah.
but tell them why that, you know, that it's off the floor, it's, you know.
So with the podium, obviously we do have everything off the floor, and for beam it's already off the floor in general, so having that extra height and that extra bounce gives it a little more, you know, not so sturdy situation. It's wobbly up there, so being able to, you know, get used to that a few days before competition helps a lot.
But how about this event, this venue, the openness, and this is more like competing in a championship venue.
It is.
So how does that
Yes.
prepare you?
It prepares you a lot, being able to have the audience in an open arena, being able to see so many people here, and having that environment and that atmosphere of all the fans surrounding you and cheering you on definitely helps you in the long run. Especially, like I said earlier, NCAAs is the biggest meet for college, so it's definitely like an Olympics. I say it all the time.
Now, since we're talking like
Yeah.
this meet right now, let's talk about the teams that we got coming up right now. And maybe you can give us a little perspective, because we've got Oregon State starts on vault. We've got Minnesota starting on bars, Southern Utah on beam, BYU on floor. I want to say Southern Utah has 12 freshmen on their team.
Yeah, they lost
Wow.
18.
This is gonna be interesting for
18
them.
out of 24 performers are gone. So he's really starting over. So
Yep.
I mean that'll be interesting
It's
to
gonna
watch.
be fun to
a real
watch. Now,
young team.
When you see that, I mean, where did you like to start? Where did you?
I always like starting on vault, but I also like starting on bars because in Olympic order, you know, it's vault, bars, beam, and floor. So if starting on vault, you end on floor, you end with a nice little floor party, however it is. And then on bars, you get bars and beam over with.
Yep.
I like getting those two events
That-
over with.
I feel the same
so,
way.
you know, it's easier that way. But definitely seeing these college athletes out here doing their thing, I feel like no matter where they're starting, they're going to have a fun and amazing time for sure.
Good. I love getting her perspective. You know.
Now-
So what was your favorite event? What was the one that you?
Enjoyed competing?
Yeah.
I would say probably floor. I like, you know me, I like to dance, I like to tumble, so having a fun and amazing time, especially having your teammates do the choreography with you on the sidelines, it's amazing, it's fun, and you just are expressing who you are.
So while you're up here, you might be doing some choreography stuff on the side?
For sure.
We'll see if we can keep the camera on.
Yeah, we'll keep the camera on that.
Now, one thing is we are going to have Jordan coming in between every rotation, and we want to hear your perspective, like what you saw and how you feel about it.
I'm all for it.
That's, I think, what everybody wants to hear anyway.
Well, we're about to get this thing going here in about 2 seconds.
Sounds good.
Thanks. It's
Bye.
gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. We may have to tie her to her seat.
Yeah. Well, we'll put the camera on you, Jordan.
Okay, it's under my foot.
That concludes our brief touch warm-up period.
Thanks, Dad. Okay.
All right.
And we are going to get
Okay, I think we're getting ready to get started
This
here.
is going to be great.
starting on vault.
Let's see, we've got, we'll probably be starting Oregon State on vault here with Natalie Briones. And I believe Marissa Jenks will start off Minnesota on bars. So, and we will be,
All right, so
we will be trying to get every routine on. So let's go. We're going to get started right off the bat.
all right, we've got a vaulter running.
Oh, darn it. We had a little short landing. It was clean in the
Yeah,
air.
she stayed stretched out until she hit the floor, and it was a bad angle. All right, that's Oregon State.
Oregon State first one. Natalie Briones just went. We've got Beam getting ready. We've got Southern Utah and Beam.
Yeah. Okay, we got Southern Utah and Beam.
And we have Minnesota getting ready to go on bars. Nice front toss on Beam. Good back handspring.
Straddle, corner. little hard on the landing, yeah.
Another
Nice,
front toss.
tight front toss. That was good, yeah.
I guess that's the new skill this year.
Well, she is.
So we have Southern Utah going on Beam. We have BYU actually just starting on floor.
Yep, first one,
and
but we're going
Marissa
to
Jenks
finish
from
this beam
Minnesota
routine
is
strong.
starting
She's
bars.
going to
We
be
will
a
go to
good
bars
lead off.
as soon as we get done with the beam. We'll just leave the floor up. There we go.
Nice, nice.
So we're going to leave the split screen up, and we're going to try to get to bars as soon as possible. Marissa
Yeah,
Jenks
she's got a
just
bar
mounted.
routine starting.
Nice way. Good free up into the bail handstand.
We have BYU on floor. This is their first performer.
And a nice double layout. Step back a little on the landing, but not bad. Olivia Buckner for Oregon State just went on vault with a very clean full.
Very good. Nice split jump turn. Okay, Maya's preparing for a tumbling pass.
Nice double pipe.
Okay. I think they're going to be happy with that as their first performer.
And then we've got Nia Randolph getting ready for Southern Utah on beam.
And your scores, yeah.
9.775, I think, for that last score on beam.
Yeah, I haven't seen the score. I saw it's going
Just
to be a
remind the audience, on bars we have Minnesota. On
beam.
floor we have BYU. On vault, Oregon State, and on beam, Southern Utah. And Nia Randolph going now on beam. The pike?
Yeah.
I think a pike, clean pike. 9.7 for Buckner.
And Southern
for Oregon
Utah,
State.
let's remember, this is a really young team. He is starting over.
Yeah, lots of energy in their warm-ups though than the practice today.
And her team's happy. They're excited about everything she's doing.
Minnesota mounting bars.
All right, Brigham Young started with a 9-8 on their first floor routine.
That's a good score. And a stuck landing for Southern Utah and Beam.
All right, Southern Utah's got 2 hits under their belt on Beam.
Big full-on
and
vault.
a nice stuck vault. Good job.
And a nice hit bar routine for Southern Utah, or sorry, for Minnesota. On
Minnesota,
bars.
yeah. That's a team that really surged last year, late in the year, and did a great job. They lost a lot of performers, and talking to the assistant coach earlier, he's been out with a concussion and has not really been in the gym much. So yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I knew he wasn't here the last couple of days.
Yeah.
For warm-up, so I saw him today. So, best wishes to Rich.
We have
but their team is
Brigham
looking
Young,
like they're bringing in
their
today.
second floor routine. They got a 9-8 on that first one. Oh, double full. Good control on the landing.
We have Sydney Gonzalez for Oregon State getting ready to vault, and we have Alyssa Fernandez for Southern Utah getting ready to
we
go
can't
bars.
see the start value, so we don't know what they're going to do. Vault.
Another 9.775 for Southern Utah.
1.5 front layout, nice landing, good control coming to that corner, nice and square.
All right, we have Beam going for
Switch
Southern
ring.
Utah.
That's that wolf full that I've been, and her leg was horizontal. She did that really well. And finishes with a Rudy.
Nice routine for BYU.
Nice routine. This is their second performer.
Well, they got a 9.8 right away.
Yeah.
And we have a vaulter too.
And coach is happy with that one.
Ooh.
All right.
Full on pike.
We don't see many of those.
No, that's a 10-0 vault. And a lot of times they're 3/4. But that was definitely...
That was a full on.
Yeah, that
full,
was
a full. Full.
I think you can say that. Nice Jaeger to Pat. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
nice
they just finished their third balance beam routine over there.
Minnesota. Blindfold, little past on the blindfold, but stop landing for the double tap. Nice. Minnesota's hitting.
Okay.
Well, it looks like it's a 9.775 on vault, and I feel like that full-on
That
pike.
floor got a 9.7.
They always hammer that full-on pike for amplitude. It seems like it's a 10-0 vault. That thing's hard.
But they used to do the same thing when kids would do full on, full off.
Yeah.
You just can't get the block, and the judges don't recognize that.
Well, I think
All
it's
right,
harder.
9.775 on that
Worth
third
it.
beam routine.
We have Jordan.
Oh, the second. Where are we?
Jordan
Balance
Lyden's
beam.
waiting to go on bars for Minnesota. We've got some delays to while they tape the mat for the floor.
Yeah. But they just changed the score on. They must have flashed it incorrectly. Yeah, this is good because they're going on beam.
And beam
that's
they went
2
9.775,
good solid starts. Yeah.
Yep. And I think a little bit of this too, when we're seeing some of the slowdowns between, because I think everybody, the judges are dealing with a new format here too. So
well, the judges have to the timing.
On beam.
Right now, the first couple of scores coming up looks like this is going to be a tight competition. Nobody is really running away with it yet.
Yeah, and they're willing to go 9.8 on that first
nice
floor
double
routine.
pike opening that floor routine for Brigham Young.
They're going to be happy with that.
This is their fourth beam routine, and they are in the center of their lineup right now.
Nice front full leg.
Split jump. And a sheep jump. Ooh, that was a good vault. We didn't see it. I hate to talk about something we didn't see, but it was a beautiful.
Well, at least everybody out there knows.
Your Chico full,
Sophia
yeah.
Esposito from Oregon State.
Nice.
Big full.
All right.
And another hit beam routine.
Southern Utah are prepared. They came. They brought their A game. Right now, they're 4 hits.
And there's a judging delay on bars, but we're waiting for Jordan Light to go on bars for Minnesota.
Well, that's a great score.
9.875 for the last score for Elizondo.
Well, a bounce out of that double tuck, but it was nice and high.
All right, now it looks like they're getting ready to go now.
This is Sophie.
So how many vaults have we had? 4. So,
yeah.
Or 5, actually. So we've got...
We're going to our 5th vault. Sophie right here is our 5th vaulter. And this is our 4th beam routine coming up.
5th, I think.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on the scale. Here goes Jordan Lyman on bars. Nice toe on. The Maloney. The bail handstand. Little short on the handstand, but within range.
Yeah.
And same probably on the cast, a little short on the cast.
We're going to start there. Southern Utah's beam is just starting.
They're staying on the equipment good. Minnesota's coming to play. This is going to be a tight competition.
It's going to be tight. .985 for their previous beam. That's really going to boost their score. Nice split jump, lay out, step out, and a beat jump. She's got a great expression on her face. Can you see her face on beam?
They are on track for a 49 on beam.
She's excited. All right, let's nail this. Come on. Nail it. Good girl. Come on. Nice.
A little split early under the
tiny bit, yeah, early off the beam. Stick it. Good girl. She didn't need that. Come on, plant those feet. But that's a great beam. That's their number 5. They're got their anchor person coming up next.
I think Minnesota went 9.8 again on bars.
That was good.
They've got a bunch of 9.8s rolling in. High 9.775s and 9.85s.
Yeah. We may see some 49s in the first event here. Okay, we're on floor again. Big double pike.
Nice double pike.
Coach was standing next to it. She was completely over his head. Nice leap combination.
9.825 for bars for Jordan Lyden. So they're on a roll right now. And we should have our last.
This Oregon State's anchor vault right here.
Yeah. Sage Thompson's coming up. Oh, no, she just went.
She did. Yeah. This may be their exhibition.
This must be an exhibition now. So they did score Sage Thompson anchor on vault at 9.85. So Oregon State's done with a 48.95. So basically a 49 right there to start off.
Yep.
And so we got a 49 for them. I feel like you got Southern Utah's knocking on the door of a decent 49 here. With a bunch of.
Once we get Ellie's score, this is our anchor on beam. So she can compete relaxed. She's got 5 hits in front of her. She can only make it better. Nail it. Good girl.
Southern Utah is at a 48.95 right now, and if they can drop us 9.775, so if she
nice
can go 9.8, they got a 49 going. Minnesota's in the same boat. They need about a 9.8 to go 49 on this event. A little
nice, good full turn.
Feet on the back.
Now she's going to be a little aggressive here. She's halfway through this routine, and she is really doing well. Come on, good girl. Nice side.
Well, they hit their dismount on Minnesota.
Okay,
so
you
let's
can
see if that does
look at the team. They are just bouncing.
Southern Utah is going to really like getting off beam.
Stick it.
A big square.
Oh, she took a hop, but good job. They got out of that event. They've hit all their routines.
They're probably going to be tied for second after this. I think Minnesota's going to take the lead after bars, but we'll see.
But here's our totals up on the big board.
Yeah, you got 248.95s right
Yeah.
now. Obviously, we've still got a couple
Yeah.
floor routines to go.
Yeah, we've got our anchor person on floor, right?
No, we're only on the 5th floor. I think they're
Okay,
taking a little longer
this
on
is
floor
Mina.
than the
Okay.
other events. So we still have one more bar worker, Maya Hooten, and that's going to be a big score for Minnesota.
Nice double full, and she bounced out of it, and I don't know if they took the out of bounds
They
or
did.
not.
I saw the judge.
Okay, her hand went up. That's the first
Yeah.
time.
We got 9-9 on floor for Gianna. Now we've got Maya coming up, or sorry, on bars. We got Maya coming up on bars. So Minnesota's in a
They're
great
gaining
position.
here in the end. Yes, it's an exhibition on
Yeah,
beam.
beam, I think you're right, Dee Dee. Beam is an exhibition.
Yeah, Anna Hartley.
So I think we're done on beam. We're just waiting for the score, 9.775. So they stay at a 48.95. So Oregon State is done. Southern Utah is done. If anybody has seen other girls competing, they will be exhibitions. We're going to try to show them,
Yeah.
but they're going to be exhibition. The only one left is we have one more floor worker, and we have Maya Hooten on bars. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what Maya can do, because this could really knock it out of the park for Minnesota.
Well, this could separate first from second.
It's going to be tight, 48.95, 48.95.
Yeah.
BYU's been scoring good on floor,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but look, everybody's got to come to beam.
yeah. And Southern Utah got that out of the way
They
with their
got it
young
done.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think they're breathing easy
Yeah.
right now. They're like, well,
We've
think, okay, here's
Scott's
bars,
coached that
here's
team
Maya.
a long time.
Maya Hooten for Minnesota on bars. A little hitch
shaky
on
in that
the-
handstand.
Come on.
Nice pike,
Okay.
Jaeger. Nice.
Thought she had some good gadget fingers on that catch. That was a good
Go
save.
gadget.
Yeah. Up and down.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, did she move that foot
darn
after
it.
she stuck it?
We had the 9-9 going until
she
then.
did, and they would have given it. They're recognizing good routines over there this morning.
So we're still waiting on Gianna's score, but I think that was a 9-9. So they could be 49-2-5. Minnesota could easily go 49-1-5, 49-2.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Yep.
and we have
It's their anchor.
one more to go on for Sydney Benson for BYU.
Sydney Benson.
And we will have an exhibition, I believe, on bars, so we'll try to keep that up. But we have one more competitor for BYU.
Okay, this is BYU's anchor on
Yes.
floor, and let's see if she can improve their team score.
Nice. Sky high
Nice.
double tuck.
Good first pass, solid landing.
Right now, okay, so we did finally get our score for Southern Utah is done, and our score for Maya Hooten, 9.875. So we got a 49.275 for Minnesota on bars. We're tied for second right now with 48.95, 48.95. But right now, BYU, this should move the needle. This routine should move the needle because BYU is counting at 9.5 right now. So they could add 3/10, but they're still they could get into the 48.7
All right,
range.
this is a 3-pass routine, so she's got one more pass. And she will
And a nice double
definitely,
tuck. She will move past that 9.5.
she will move
They're going to
the
drop that.
team score up.
Yeah, BYU started off so strong, and then they had a 9.65 and a 9.5. And
Okay.
Yeah, so we do have an exhibition routine going, and I believe on bars right now for Minnesota. And I do believe we have another exhibition on floor for BYU. Heidi Schooley is going to be on floor as an exhibition. But
there you go. Good.
we're going to try to show all the routines. So and keep in mind these exhibition routines. These girls are going to compete for these teams this year. So.
And Jess, we hadn't talked about the split screen, and people that are viewing today for the first time. The split screen's allowing us to show twice the performances that we're able to do before, so it's a real benefit.
And I'm actually liking the split screen, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I actually am liking it right now. But since we're wrapping up and we're going to leave these routines going in the background, but I want to bring Jordan in, and I want you already talked about bars and beam and when starting and where you're starting. Give us some input on Minnesota knocked it out of the park.
They did good bars.
And you had a bunch of freshmen and young team on beam. You got to be feeling very comfortable. You got that out of the way. What would you be doing right now?
I would be celebrating. I'd be like, man,
dance party for Jordan.
I got that out the way. I did everything that I needed to do. But I just wanted to point out all the starters. This is their first meet. All the starters that started today look so confident, and that's what builds the team after. And being able to be, going forward and forward and forward and putting up those good numbers is after that first person. So on each and every event, I was like, wow, this is going to be a good meet, and seeing everything, especially beam and bars getting out the way, solid routines everywhere, especially for Southern Utah. They over there doing freshman things, like just out there doing their thing, and I love it. Love to see it.
Hey, what do you feel like the strategy is in setting your lineup?
I think being able to, see the potential. Obviously lineups can change throughout the year, throughout the season, but honestly feeling that first person is going to be solid every single time, that you can trust them going and helping the team feel confident going into the rest of the routines as well. So I definitely would put up a good person that I could trust for sure.
Consistency wins.
Consistency always wins. Yes.
Hey, tell us about the split screen. How do you?
I love the split screen. It gives the opportunity, for people to see that there's more than just one person going throughout the whole entire meet, because yes, you do hear music in the background and you want to see what others are doing instead of just seeing one person. So I like the split screen. I like being able to be involved in multiple apparatuses for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, even if they aren't even talking about it, I want to see what's happening.
Exactly.
I want to see that ball, because I know somebody did a good ball, and it's in the background. I can hear people cheering.
Yes.
I want to know, what did I just miss?
Yeah,
so I kind of like the split
We did
screen.
miss a couple of really nice
We
Oregon
did.
State vaults. I'm not sure now who's leading in this rotation.
Well, right now, let's go over that right now. We've got Minnesota. Personally, I feel like you came to, for me, bars and beam are kind of separators in this first meet, especially on a podium.
Well, it did it all
that
day
was
yesterday.
calm work on Minnesota. They came out and that's the highest. That's one of the highest scores we've had all weekend. Maybe a 49-3 from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
49-3 from Kentucky last night. That's a good score on bars.
That would compete.
So their day gets a little easier. They still got to go to beam, but their day gets a little bit more calm.
Because now they got the power events.
That the Southern Utah has to be feeling good after beam, because now they can go to the power events and let some of those nerves and jitters go.
Yes, I would have to say that. Starting on bars or beam, getting those jitters out, going into your leg events, you can definitely get everything out, especially if you're going to end on bars, so you can, relax and stay calm, because always staying calm on bars was an easy thing for me. It made me focus easier.
Yeah.
Well, staying calm, that's a good, let's talk about that a little bit, because like we were talking yesterday, the coaches are talking to you, stuff like that. We don't always get to do that internationally. So, I mean, I was trying to explain that. But what do you want to hear from your coach, especially in a situation where there's a lot of crowd, a lot of activity like this?
A lot of the time.
Or do you not like to, not everybody likes it.
Hey, you never know. I mean, I did switch. I do have to say, going to college, I did get these last 2 years doing both. I got a different perspective on what I wanted to hear from my coaches for sure. But before, I just really enjoy the moment. I listen to the music. I kind of just let myself not focus too much on the event, especially bars and beam, because those two things are very, they're stressful. They're stressful events. But for my coaches, really, honestly, Cecile and Laurent, they kind of just let me be. They'll give me, you know what to do. You kind of just do you. And I just take that and do my event.
Okay, when you're feeling that stress,
Yeah.
you're feeling, that anxiety, it's like, oh, why am I feeling like this?
Yeah.
How do you get rid of it?
A lot of the time I look into the crowd and try to get the crowd involved as much as I can, because I feel like the more you release out into the crowd, the more that the crowd will be involved in what you do, so you can stay calmer. But sometimes I kind of just, I pray a lot. I always pray before I get on an event, because I feel like that kind of eases my mind in a lot of different ways.
You talk about the crowd, and so many of our colleges now, our universities have tremendous crowd followings.
Yes.
When you go on the road and you don't have that crowd, and then you go home and you have that crowd, you really have an advantage.
Yeah, that is the crowd definitely takes a huge ease off of you, for sure, because a lot of it, they're putting into you. You feel more confident, for sure. But like you said, when you go to a place that may not have a crowd like that, you just got to get used to it. You just got to be like, okay, just pretend that we're at home or wherever we're at, and just enjoy the vibes and the moment that you have.
And, all right, so we're moving on to the next rotation right here. We've got Oregon State going to bars. They just got off a vault. I thought it was a pretty good vault.
It was a good event for them. Not great, but they could have stuck 2 more vaults at least.
And Minnesota going to beam, Southern Utah going to floor, and BYU going to vault off of floor. BYU gets to start on the 2-leg events.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be a fun show.
Okay. We got it. We are so ready for this next rotation to start. I think this second rotation is going to define this competition, because looking where each team is right now, where they are in the apparatus, I think they can either establish themselves as, okay, we're settled in, or we still got the jitters.
Yep.
So since we got so much going on, why don't you stay with us during this next rotation, and we'll have 3
and
people
get real comfortable looking at that split
this.
screen.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Now,
I love
if you
the
see
split
something,
screen.
when it's happening, like, go, let us know, because there's a lot going on right now, so we don't want to miss anything.
I got you.
But we've got, maybe 3 minutes left in this warm-up rotation.
Well, let's talk about that, because while they're still warming up, Jordan was talking about getting the crowd involved, and I just want to tell a little story, because we were in Santiago, Chile, for Pan Am Games, and that's not a home crowd, okay, not at all. And Jordan's on the floor, and this you don't see often in the international, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were getting the crowd involved, and they were responding.
Yeah.
They were responding, and you got the clap going, and everybody was cheering.
Yeah, I had to. I always have to get the crowd involved.
So I'm not sure the away thing really affects Jordan too much.
No, it doesn't, because I will make myself hype any way, shape, or form, whether it's by myself or whether it's with the crowd. But yeah, I always think, having that comfortability going into any arena, whether it's international or you're at home, is the best thing to do, because then again everything is calm, you're stress-free, and you get to just enjoy the moment. It's all memories.
Absolutely. I just thought I had to throw that out because you said the away crowd.
Yeah.
And
but it is true.
She created her home crowd away.
I would say the hardest one, the only one was when they wouldn't let us cheer in Tokyo.
Oh,
that one was hard.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID, we weren't even allowed to speak loud.
Yeah.
So we were super quiet.
I wanted you to talk about that, and I was going to ask you later, but since we're on it, how did that affect y'all as a team when your parents couldn't even be there?
I don't think it was a 50-50.
Yeah.
It was a very emotional roller coaster, knowing that we didn't have a crowd, but at the same time, I felt like it brought us as teammates together more, because we knew, okay, guys, it's only us in the event, so we're going to have to cheer for each other. We're going to have to do everything that we can to, make sure we're all okay and everything. And I feel like we did an amazing job with that. And I can't thank the men's. The men's were
the men's team was with us in the hotel.
We had an amazing time, and everything that we could do, we did.
I think the lack of other things to do brought us together as a team a lot better.
We did, especially those TikToks.
Oh, yeah. Jordan made some TikToks of me and Brian Carey, and I had no idea that she was doing what she was doing.
Was he dancing?
Yes, he was. They both were.
Don't go look that up.
Go look at that.
It was not a great experience. Jordan, it was a good experience for Jordan.
They had the big runway experience. Did you hear about that?
I did.
With our sponsor,
you would have loved that.
Mean Girls.
I did. I saw all the photos, all the styles. I loved it.
You followed the social media?
I did.
100,000 hits.
So you know what we're going to do at halftime after the next rotation?
Well, we'll do it.
Let's show it now. Let's
Do
try
we
to
have
show it
time
now.
to show it
Yeah,
now?
let's show it now,
We're
real
in the
quick.
final seconds here. Okay. Here we go.
Before we start competition, our second rotation, our official team scores are as follows.
There it is.
There we go.
There's Mike Rowe.
Wow, the style, the fit,
You
the
see that?
glasses, his tux and
You
everything.
seeing that?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Love the y'all.
Yeah.
I have no words. Look, I'm speechless. Look at them. They're so gorgeous.
Yeah, they
God,
were.
I was supposed to be at that. Look at my team.
Yeah, your team's there. Every team came. Every team
Look.
dressed up.
I love it. Michigan,
Yeah, they
OU, they all showed up for the.
Yeah,
Look at your brother.
yeah, my brother
he looked
wearing my clothes.
snazzy.
Yeah, not my shirt, but everything else.
Looks snazzy. Look, I love it. I love seeing, this is what it's all about.
was
Being
fun.
able to come together as teams, as, you know, everything like that, just to enjoy an amazing time. And I love to see how every single person was able to put in their personal, like, style to everything. This was amazing. I
And
wish I
this
was
is
there.
the movie. They got a private viewing of the movie that comes out on the 12th.
Yes.
Are you a Mean
comes
Girls
out
fan?
The 12th.
So fetch.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
she is.
I can't tell you what happens at all
She
behind the
can't give you
scenes.
the
Jordan.
end. She can't tell you. I
I'm
beg.
sworn to secrecy.
I beg. But we're about to get this meet started.
Well,
And-
let's just go right now. Oregon
Right.
State just
Did
hit a
we
nice ganger
miss a routine?
into a blindfold double tuck. Very nice routine
Oregon State. Okay, they're
for
on
Oregon
bars.
State. So that's what they needed.
We're about to have a vault, and a floor routine has started.
Yep, we're starting. We are hitting the ground
This is
running.
Southern Utah on floor.
Nice double pike.
Open with a double pike, and we've got a vault about to go, Jess. So
So they had a 9.775 on their first vault. There's a Rachenko full, I believe. And we've got Sophie Dudley for BYU.
here's our
up
second
next.
pass on floor.
This is Southern Utah on floor.
1.5.
Oregon State on
Front
bars.
half.
And we have BYU on vault and Minnesota on beam. Minnesota, Emily Crockett is going on beam for Minnesota right now. Nice layout step out.
Good series. Good, strong finish. Pressing those feet to the beam is so important.
Now, like Jordan was talking, these first girls up in this second
Yep.
rotation, this is when it counts.
This is, honestly. And so far on beam in Minnesota, she's looking very strong and solid. Same with floor. Tunneling pass is
Okay, it's her
strong.
last pass.
Look at this last
the
double
landing.
bam.
Here again, here's your first person up.
It was perfect.
Hitting like a beast over here.
Yes. Oh, that was
Nice
gorgeous
job.
on beam.
Nice job. They got some fans here that are real
Well,
excited
she's happy
about that.
floor team.
I would be too.
The rest of the team, it
right.
makes you relieved. Does that relieve you? Like you
All
just
right.
saw that and you're like, okay,
There's your
now take
first
the
up.
pressure
Yeah.
off.
First up on
That was
beam,
a
got a
good
hit.
beam,
Okay, we got
yes.
a bar routine going.
Vault,
Oregon
that
State.
was a nice stick on vault.
Nice. Okay. She's really swinging.
Yeah, Oregon State got a 9.
Nice pirouette right on top.
And they have
She can get this handstand right here.
Got it. Let's go. Nice and high on the dismount.
No.
No,
Nice.
good. That little
was solid.
bouncy
They
hop
got-
back, but
they're
that
starting
was good.
strong on bars.
Yep.
Oregon State not
Okay.
playing no games.
That's right. We've
Or
got
maybe they're playing the right game. I don't. Something
we got
like that.
good hits on all of our first ups.
Yeah, and I think like Jordan said, it makes you feel a little more confident.
Sure.
Like I can I can go a little bit more aggressive now
You
because
get
I
to
got
the
a hit under my
middle of
leg.
that lineup, get to that third and fourth person, and they give you a good hit. You set up your finishers.
Southern Utah, Alyssa Fernandez on floor, following up a really good routine for 9.7 on floor for.
Okay,
Taylor
we got a
Dahl.
9-9 flashed over here. Yep. Oregon
That's a
State,
9-9
yeah,
on Oregon
started
State.
out with a 9-9, so that's good stuff. Second person. Double top.
She
They did.
went,
Oh, they saw it.
They
Late.
went out of bounds. I didn't see her
She was a
hand
little
up right
late
away. I
with
thought
her
she was going to
hand,
get away with it. You going to talk video review?
It went out. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I saw it. I
Maybe
wasn't
like
going to raise
that.
my
Okay,
hand.
it's
but
right there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to help the judges at all.
Judges can't hear us anyway. So Minnesota is going on beam.
solid series.
But she's got that nice pulled up presentation on beam. Little bounce on that landing. I can't see the vault well from that angle, but
Presence is always key on beam, every single time.
that's right. Chest
Having
up.
that nice posture.
Ooh,
And
nice leap. Good 180s
Yes.
on both of those jumps. They
last
started
time
with a
we
9.8. Rudy.
Nice, Rudy.
That was good.
it's good, it's good.
Solid landing.
I loved her music so much.
Oh, nice cover on the front area.
Yeah.
Beautiful cover up.
She's doing a great job. They started with a 9.8. Let's see if this girl can beat that.
Just a little
Nice.
step, but
Yeah.
Minnesota and Oregon State, and I think Southern Utah going to floor, starting strong.
Yeah. They're just hitting. Let's just keep hitting. Love seeing these 9.9s come up. It just creates a lot more enthusiasm on the teams.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
she
good
barely got
save.
that.
Yeah,
Good
but
save.
she pulled it back.
Yep. Let's finish strong.
Nice.
All the way through
Right
the
on
hip
top.
dismount.
Bam.
Nice.
Bam.
Beautiful.
I think
She
that's how
got
you're
a
supposed to
little-
stick right there.
That's the way she got a little, like I thought, a little late on her Maloney, but she fingertipped that and
Pulled it
she
back.
finished that routine.
Created her swing. Here's
That
a good
is
vault. Let's see what
incredible.
we got. Okay.
Nice. They've had a bunch of fulls they're in the 9.7s right now. They need to get a stick on one of those fulls so they can get up in the
We have
9.85
Southern
range or
Utah
something.
starting a floor routine.
A 9.775 for that last beam routine for Minnesota. So they're hovering right in the 9.8 range. And they have Gianna
She
Gertis
had
coming up
one
next.
little break on that routine. They're really doing good beam over there.
It's her first pass right here. Solid.
I've noticed that Southern Utah, most of these kids are doing 3 passes, and we've seen a lot of 2-pass routines. What's your perspective on that?
I think, you know, if you have the artistry and you can do 2 solid good passes, then go for it. But I'm a 3-pass girl. I like doing 3 passes and also adding that artistry to it as well.
That's because you do so many good passes, you
Yeah,
can't
you
pick
got a lot
one.
of choices.
I do have a lot of choices, I do.
What happens if you're like, you know, maybe you only got 2 choices?
You do 2 passes and hope you can jump real
Makes
well.
the judge's or the coach's job easy. Then.
But you understand the perspective of why.
Yes, I do understand the perspective.
Well, maybe some of these girls will have a 3-pass too. They just need to build some stamina at this point. But if you don't need it, you don't need it.
All right, Brigham Young is vaulting well. They're doing, 9.9 start value vaults. I haven't seen any 10.0 starts yet. Have you?
Not yet. I think I've a lot of 9.95
Yeah.
starts. And if you're going to do that, then, we saw that a little bit last night, where if you're sticking those,
Yeah.
that'll work.
If that's great if you get the half 10th, but if you take 2 or 3 steps or sit it down, it's not much use in it.
No.
Yeah.
Nice toe on to Maloney.
She is doing really nice
The
beam.
bail. Nice handstand. Right now we got a real battle going between bars and beam.
I know, Minnesota on beam and Oregon on bars.
Everybody's got to go to beam. And
Nice hit.
that's another good stick for them.
Yep.
Stick.
Oregon State is turning the heat up.
Ooh, beautiful leaps.
And Minnesota is
And you
definitely
know about the
keeping
new
it together.
landing regulation, huh, Jordan?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. You can't celebrate before you salute.
Yeah. You got to
That's a
hold.
good way to
Yeah,
put it. I
hold.
like that.
Yeah.
Can't celebrate before you salute. I
Yeah.
like that.
I get it, though. I do. Because
There was a lot of.
there was a lot of celebrations and still getting scores.
Still getting the sticks, yeah.
Yep.
I mentioned it to KJ last night, and she said she thinks it's going to make everybody better. It's going to make everybody work harder
On that stick.
on that stick, yeah.
Wow.
She stuck it, but
Yep.
it was not real high. Didn't have a lot of height.
Coming in, Minnesota had a 3/10 lead over Oregon State. Now, Oregon State has a 9-9, a 9-9, a 9-8, and now we just saw, I think...
So we're fixing to flip it.
9-9, another 9-9, a 9-9-5 for Oregon State. So now, I think they're going to pull up, they're going to make up the difference here on bars.
I think you're right. I think
Even
they're
with
gonna flip
Minnesota
it.
hitting a really good beam set, the bars are getting
Nice
to the
double
score.
full on that first tumbling pass. Now this is their fourth floor performer.
And that's a 995 on bars from Oregon State.
Okay, and we're about to start a beam routine.
Yeah, this should be Katie Horick from Minnesota going next on beam.
Yeah.
Then we have Sage Thompson and Jade Carey still to go on bars, and they've got 3 9-9s already.
Okay, we'll have a split screen and be able to make sure we see that bar routine.
We need to see both those.
Yeah.
We need to see the bars and we need to see the beam.
And we might, yeah, nice layout on beam. Minnesota is really doing good beam.
Wow.
Rudy layout.
This
Nice
floor routine
strong-
was so good.
Yeah, nice strong tumbling pass. We might can catch this vault before this bar routine starts. That would be great.
Yeah, BYU had a 9.875 on that last vault. Nice big.
Oh, a half. Nice. We haven't seen many of those. I don't think we've seen one.
And here we go on bar.
Yeah, let's catch this bar routine.
Sage Thompson with Oregon State.
Minnesota's about to finish up with a
Nice handstand,
great
Malone.
finish on a really nice routine. She's fighting for that landing. Good girl.
And I believe Sage actually came from Utah.
I think you're correct, yes.
And she has had an amazing experience at Oregon so far. So seeing her debut has been remarkable.
Good job.
That was amazing.
Just
solid.
Light hop, the rest of it
They're
was
doing
solid.
bars as well as
They're
the
gonna go
best
on- yeah, that's-
bars we saw yesterday.
Yeah, this could go 40. This could go 49-4 today.
Yep. And Minnesota is hitting on beam. They're not giving anything.
No, it's just, and you know, a lot of this when we're watching, bars is giving you the scores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like in Halloween as a kid.
I'm going to that house
one
'cause they're
house I
giving
was getting all
Butterfingers.
better candy, so I'm going there. And if I could go to bars for 4 rotations, I'd go right now.
I'm going to the Butterfinger house. Okay, we got
I'm a kid.
9-8.
I like
Kit
Kit Kats.
Kat, I'd go Kit Kat or
Kit
Twix.
Kats.
Yo, I'm going to get my Kit Kats.
I want a Butterfinger. All right, that was a 9-8 on beam. Beam's tight. You're going to go over there. You're going to have to work everything you
Yeah,
get.
yeah, but
All right,
we know a good score on beam is going to be in the mid to upper 9/8 right now, so be happy when you see that score come up.
We've got
We got Jade Carey on deck on bars, but it's going to be
floor
a minute.
score was a 9.775.
Katie Horick from Minnesota did go 9.85.
And
It's a nice score on
Are you seeing
bars.
the-
Yeah, yeah.
I believe that's another 9-9
Well, they're setting the table over there.
For
for
Sage?
Sage. Yep.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
setting the table for their anchor to
Yep.
really
Jade's
score
gonna-
well. She's
Jade's
relaxed.
got
They've
bases
gotta-
loaded.
But they've hit.
Yes.
They've got 5 great scores. Now she's just got to go out there and do her job.
And she is known to do her job as a former Olympian.
An anchor person.
An
How does that
anchor.
feel?
It's amazing. Feeling.
And how does it feel when you know you already have 5 good counting scores?
It's at ease. Your mind is like, okay, all I have to do is just go out there and hit my event and do what I need to do.
Good leap
Just be you.
combination on beam.
Yes.
Jade being Jade is going to score for this team right now.
Oh, double
Hey,
layout.
Beyonce.
Nice.
Beyonce up in here.
Nice double A.
Another
That
hit.
was solid.
Another hit, and Katie before her, Katie Horick got a 9.85. So they're scoring now. They're doing a good job on beam.
We got Jade on bars.
Okay, Jade's up.
See if we can break a 9.95 on this bar routine.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Nice and clean. Nice pack full.
Nice.
Another good handstand. Loney half. There we go.
Nice
With the
distance.
stick.
Stick it.
That is-
Wow.
That
Wow.
beats a 9-9 for sure.
We stand up and roar on that
is
one.
so
Had a
sweet.
couple of little leg, but
Little on the Maloney half,
Yeah.
a little low, a little amplitude. I'm not
but
sure they
when
can
you're
take
putting that kind of difficulty together, when
Yeah.
That was a solid bar routine.
That's got to go 9-9.
you want that in your lineup?
Yeah,
All right.
I'd put that in my lineup.
So
Okay.
that, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that's a 9-9. That says that every one of their starting score, every one of their counting scores is 9-9 or higher.
It's
Yes.
good bars.
That's a 49-5. 5. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to say
You
49-5.
write it down and see, because they may take bigger deductions on the two
better
leg
not.
things. They better not.
9-9-5. We're going to have to find.
And a 9.
And a 10.
And a 10.
9-9-7-5.
See, they didn't see
That's
it.
not official. I'm saying that.
They
But that's a
didn't see it.
9-9-7-5.
I mean, I'm happy she got it. I mean, I'm all for high scores.
Well, it should be. It should. I mean, just because you have a technique error does not mean that's a deduction.
Well, we just saw a
technique
little
error
floor
is just a
routine,
technique thing.
Utah State floor routine, Southern Utah, I'm sorry, and she opened with a double lay and she did a double tuck for her last pass. That's good gymnastics. And this is their anchor, so let's see what this is going to
On
do.
beam for Minnesota.
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful.
They are really pushing. I'm going to say it again. Everybody's got to come to beam.
Yep.
Nice split.
Beautiful.
Nice. Huh?
Solid.
49-6-2-5 for bars.
Nice toss. They are not afraid to put some difficulty in these beam routines. Switch side. Well done.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That's actually my favorite leap. Switch sides.
You like that?
Yes.
You do a switch half?
I can, yes.
Yeah, that's hard.
I don't like them as much.
Oop.
But try to stick with what you like.
Yes.
Although the switch side,
Beautiful.
Okay, that was
solid.
That was
solid.
fun. Good job.
Minnesota
They are
keeping the
so
heat on.
excited.
let's see what they can get out of this last routine. Minnesota's cheering, jumping up and down.
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I want you
Jumping
all
up
in
and
that.
down.
Jumping up and down.
I missed it. Let's see if she can finish her routine strong.
Yeah, she had a little fall right there in her middle pass, but you know, every one of them doing 3 passes.
Yes.
And a Rudy.
Beautiful work, finishing strong. Every 10th counts.
That's right. You never know if you have to use that as a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Just completing your floor routine for Southern Utah with Brittany.
Okay, I think that is
That should be the last count.
what a
routine.
great rotation.
We'll probably have some exhibitions going still. It looks like actually
This is amazing. Utah's-
49.625.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the running total for the event.
Southern Utah
I like to see the running totals for the
struggling.
event. So you like not just the regular running total, but I want to know what the high event score
for
is.
event, yeah.
Because the 49.625, if I know that I can hit a 49, I don't think we saw 49.625
No,
last night.
we did not. But we didn't
That-
see that good. That was a new
a
standard.
lot of stuff
solid.
landings.
Yeah.
They didn't give anything away.
Oh.
Did you get a 10?
We got a 10 over there.
We got a 10
See
on-
what the
Hold
other
on.
one did?
Hold on.
No,
995.
9975, but
Man,
still 9975.
That was great.
I was going to run
was
over
good
there
team.
with them.
We
Man.
would have lost an announcer. That's okay. If you want to do that, just jump down there.
We're
We'll
gonna
take-
let you.
we'll-
We're gonna let you
we'll
get
cover for
down there and get up all in that jumping.
But that deserved a 9975.
That
That
was
was a 10 in
awesome.
my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That
It
was
was
a 10 in
beautiful.
my eyes.
We commented about the amplitude in her
Yes.
leaps, the split positions.
Yes.
They're aggressive. They're doing great beam down there, and their scores began to climb as you get to the end, and that's what
You got to say
That's what
Minnesota
you want.
needed that.
Yeah.
They needed that. That really pushed them back into the dead even. They're at 98.625. I'm not sure if they've got that in. But
they're-
98.575. So they're within
Yep.
a tenth, half a tenth
Yeah.
of Oregon State. Minnesota and Oregon
It's a
State. within half
battle.
tenth.
Now we have Maya on beam.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
a battle between Oregon and Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to see it. Beautiful so far.
Oh, do you like to, like, they're having to come from behind a little bit. They're having to fight to go. Do you rather be in that fight to get ahead, or we got the lead and we're like,
I've been in both positions before, but I like, fighting because I know how it feels to be able to be like, okay, we are going to put every 10th, every person that we can in our lineup to go out there and do what we need to do. Because at the end, when you know you surpass that point and you're like, I did what I need to do, it feels so good.
Kind of like Seabiscuit. You know the movie Seabiscuit about the little
What about
horse?
that was Seabiscuit?
Because he came from behind.
Oh. That was like, okay. What about Seabiscuit?
Are
Have
you
you
too
seen
young to
Seabiscuit?
remember that?
Yes, I am.
Oh, jeez. You gotta
I'm just a tad bit too young, but I kind of know what you're talking about.
Google it.
I will.
I hop that on your machine.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she
do
does
you understand
not.
the Seabiscuit?
No,
You know who
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit
That's.
is?
No.
Okay. See?
I know. I know. I just
But
aged
she told me to
myself
Google
again.
it.
And
That's why I said
Google
Google.
it.
Oh, do you Google
Anyways.
anymore?
Anyways,
Maya did a really good routine.
yeah.
If
Had nothing to
anybody
do with
wants-
It
Seabiscuit.
was great.
That was awesome.
No, she's Seabiscuit. No, Maya was Seabiscuit. Who was Seabiscuit? It's one of my favorite movies.
Well, Maya was definitely exhibitioning, but obviously.
Yes, it was
there-
still a solid routine.
Yeah.
And she's doing that for a reason. She's just
Yes.
getting tuned in.
You know, that we talked about this great event, but that's the beauty right now of this event. First meet of the year, you don't ever get to do exhibitions, and they've come here and they've practiced a day. They've been on the podium twice
Yes.
now, and you get to run an extra person in your lineup, which helps you work on your depth and the confidence.
Yes.
That means so much.
It means a lot because not only are you still getting the experience, you still get to see when that time comes of you being in that lineup what your score will be like. So I think it's really good to have that opportunity for sure and trusting in yourself.
But don't you think some of it, Jordan, is the mindset of I've been there, I've done that, and you're not just throwing me in like cold?
Exactly, yes. I mean, I've had to be thrown in cold before, but for sure,
But
being...
your cold is better than most people's hot.
Yeah, Jordan's,
If you want to
Jordan's
put it like
relatively
that,
good
if you want to
cold,
put
yeah.
it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, getting that experience instead of just being thrown in at a random time. But sometimes there are situations where you do have to do
Okay.
that. But
Okay.
So actually, as we're wrapping up here, we were talking about the Mean Girls premiere earlier. Let's get our
That's
promo
that
in.
bucket
Let's
list
let these people see
experience
this.
that
Yes.
these kids had by coming to this meet. They got this incredible experience.
So let's
Okay.
get the promo set up and let everybody see it.
Mean Girl is
and
the
then come back on
sponsor
the
of
other
this
side.
great event. Mean Girl is the sponsor, and what an experience.
Oh, hell no!
Bitch, move. Hey, PG-13, please. What was that?
Oh Lord, it's the queen bee.
Regina George.
Don't look her in the eye.
You could be really hot if you changed, like, everything.
Welcome to Health and Human Sexuality. We'll be getting into abstinence, of course, then followed by in the spring, condoms and choking.
You're learning things now that I don't know how to teach.
Are you okay in there? We're concerned you're either doing drugs or having a toilet baby.
Ew.
We as women have to be able to support each other.
Get in, loser.
Welcome, Katie.
You're never gonna believe what I found this morning.
Your burn book.
Mom, go make snacks.
For sure, Regina, yeah.
Do you like gum?
Sure.
Oh, no, I don't have any. I was just...
You're a mess.
We will help you, Caddy.
Why are you dressed so scary?
It's Halloween.
Katie, if you don't dress slutty, that is slut-shaming us.
That's just unprofessional.
What? What's this?
We're gonna make her pay.
All we've done is make Regina hotter and revive the wet look.
Dance break.
Who wrote all this junk? Katie pushed her.
Regina really should be lifting through her glutes.
Look at this thing. I can't even see it. Like a face breast.
Je m'appelle Katie.
Incorrect.
You have to pick a French name.
Chanel.
No.
Celine Dion.
No.
Beyonce.
All right, so
and we're back.
we are back.
Yeah.
So right now we are in the middle of the warm up. I think we got about 3 more minutes to go in this warm up before we get started. So let's set it up a little bit before this gets going. We had a 49.35 from Minnesota on beam. and a
They did
49.6
fabulous beam.
2.5 on bars
Yeah.
for Oregon State.
So how
Oregon
does that
State
do
just
the 1-2
closed the
on
gap.
this?
But a 49.35, from what we've seen on beam this week, and that's a
That's
really
a great
good
score. That's a great score.
So now they get to go to the leg events. To your point, how would you be feeling right now? You just broke 49.3, but 2 times.
I would feel confident because then it's like, oh, my leg events, I like floor and I like vault. So I'm just going to go and, you know, as the Bruins would say, have a floor party with my team and then go hit vault. And it'd be solid. That's how I would feel.
Yeah, Oregon State still has to get to beam. So that one's, if they can stay on beam, they got a good chance at closing this thing out.
Yes, because they also do end on floor and they do have an amazing anchor for that.
Yeah, do you know that? What's the anchor? Do we know the anchor? I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody special.
I think so too.
So yeah, I would agree. I think those two teams right now are really situated. I'm really impressed right now with Southern Utah. After finding out how many
they're fighting
turnover in their
they're
lineup,
in the fight.
It's been great to see that they're coming out here and they're putting on a really good performance. And BYU getting to bars right now.
You know, those two
BYU
teams,
will find out now.
Well, those two teams, Southern Utah and BYU, they see each other a lot because they do an in-state meet, or they used to. I guess they still do, but they see each other a lot, and that's really close. Southern Utah is within striking of
BYU.
And there could be a battle there for third and fourth. Yeah.
This is going to be interesting because BYU goes to bars. Now they got most of their nerves out, so that they should be fine getting to bars. But bars, I feel like the first meet of the year, bars is always an equalizer. It's a little same with beam. Like you were saying earlier, the big events and early on, it takes you a little while to get your bar swing, your beam legs down.
But yeah, Southern Utah, they did a nice job on floor.
Yeah.
Now they go to vaulting, and the key is for them to settle down and let those landings drop and not fight for that landing, but let it happen. You know, if trying's failing.
Is that how you tried to do the landings? How did you think about your sticks? Because I know you're thinking, are you just setting it up and letting it fall? What are you doing?
Yeah, literally that's the only thing I could do because either way, whether I started on vault, ended on vault was in the middle, I still had to figure out how to just, stay calm going into my run because, all that adrenaline going into your vault is always going to be in you. So just doing the right technique and finding that landing, that's how I would find every...
Just get it in the air.
Getting in the air,
right
flare
angle,
it out.
And let it go. What vault are you working? What can we look forward to seeing as we move towards Paris?
Oh, that's a secret to be held.
Oh, come on. I can go watch you practice. You're in Houston.
She's got a good enough vault right now. That's nice to have one in your pocket.
Yeah, that is true. But I am working on, my 2.5s. I'm working on those again, and there may be, a chain here or there. You never know.
Working on it.
Yeah, working
a little
on
upgrade.
it. Yeah.
Or at least 2 vaults, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually,
that's got to be fun though.
It is. I like working new things all the time. It makes my sport feel so much like
it's fun.
More fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not gonna tell the viewing audience. You're not gonna tell your fans.
Stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. Like what YouTube says all the time. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, so we're getting ready to start. We've got something in store for you next.
Okay.
So let's give you a little bit of a breather.
And
then we're going to get this next rotation started. We'll come back to Jordan.
Okay, we've got Oregon State starting on beam.
I'll see you guys
Jordan,
later.
You were awesome.
Thanks
a lot, Jordan. See you in a bit.
All right, let's see. This goes over my head. Thank you. Great. All right. Oh, big hop on the Yurchenko full. We need to see some sticks, ladies. We need to close that gap. All right, Brigham Young's on bars, and Oregon State has mounted beam. Now, this is their first person up, and she looks really comfortable up there. Nice switch leap split.
This is what Oregon State
layout.
needs. Start out strong on that first event, on that first person.
Nice. We don't have have offense, defense, and gymnastics, but there is strategy involved. Okay, we've got a bar routine swinging over there.
Yes, he's had a nice bar routine going so far for BYU. And she sticks a landing. Very nice bar routine.
Double full. Next week, that's going to stick.
Yep.
She's going to watch that in a video and go, why didn't I stick that?
And the nice thing now, we've got BYU on bars, but remember, bars has been today
The scoring
the scoring
Yeah.
event. So they got a chance to really hit their stride right now.
All right, Minnesota on floor. Southern Utah's another vault, another full with a stick. That's what we need to see over there. First tumbling pass. That was a double full with a great landing.
Minnesota does a really good job of clean, sharp routines, good dance, good choreography.
Well, you know a lot of these kids because you're from Minnesota.
Yeah,
Nice
you
leap
get to see these-
combination, feet really get
you
on
get
the
to see that team a lot,
Yeah.
and they get better through the year. So what you're seeing is just the beginning. Nice 1.5 front leg.
See, I didn't see a score for that beam routine. I would really like to see because it was a
We have
9.825.
Olivia Buckner from Oregon State on beam.
It's her second tumbling pass. Third tumbling pass. Rudy, this is her third tumbling pass. Nice.
Oregon State takes a fall on that one. They had a 9.825 in that first routine, so they can afford one mistake.
When they're number 2 person in the lineup,
Number 2 person in the lineup, but
it's hard to get a lot to come behind you. Southern Utah.
Krista Goodman for Southern Utah on vault.
Got a 9.85 on that last vault.
And Sydney Benson for BYU on bars. That was a nice
She
bar.
stuck it a little deep in the landing, and that's one of those deductions that they're able to take.
A nice bail handstand on bars. BYU had a 9.875 for that first bar routine.
All right, now we've got a fall on that
nice dismount.
dismount. I mean, that fall, that was a nice dismount. We had a fall on beam, and in the second person, the third person's got to pick up that momentum again. They had momentum when they left bars. This is their third event. They've got to pick it up again, get the team fired up.
Yeah, beam's a hard one to keep going.
Yeah, but
It's
they
a lot
had,
easier
they
to
had
keep
some
momentum
momentum.
going on floor.
Okay, 9.75 for that last floor routine.
Yeah, so right now we've got a lot of scoring going on, but Minnesota is saluting, ready for floor.
Yeah, 9.1 on beam, 9.125 or something on beam. That's gonna.
Well, if they
Hope they don't
drop
have to-
that,
hope
they
they-
can
hope
stay
they don't
over
have
the
to count it.
9.825, they should be fine, but can't have two. We went
Can you see that bar score?
9.8 for that last bar routine, so they have a
Full
9.875
front layout.
and 9.8. Nice leap combo.
Good feet, like nice and together, pressing down on that mat. Okay, I think this is a pivotal beam routine. Oregon State, they've got to get it going here. Oh, I think I just jinxed her. Beautiful turn, and she collapsed.
Good finish with floor.
Nice.
Stayed in bounds. There we go. Now we're getting ready for BYU to go on
Nice
bars.
job.
Still have Oregon State going. Nice deep combo. Oregon State just needs to stay in the 9-8 range right now.
Yeah.
Stay in the 9-8 range. They're right in their wheelhouse to take this. Nice. Bar routine going so far. For
that vault that we didn't see was a pretty good vault. It went 9.825. So
yeah, a good routine.
that was a 1.5 from Southern Utah, and that was a good vault. A little step coming out of it, but it should score well.
Yeah, and BYU had another hit on the bar routine, so they have a chance to really hit their stride because bars has been.
I haven't seen their scores.
They're over 9-8
yeah.
right now. I think they have all 9-8s. But they're going against vault, which is a lot easier to get a 9-8 on vault right now.
Yeah. All right, Oregon State. We're about to start beam. This is a see the score.
We got Minnesota starting on floor. They've got a good run going. They just got a 9-8 out of Lauren Pearl. They're kind of in the same boat. They need to stay in the 9-8.
Yeah, 9.85. Nice and clean pass. That was pretty. That was 180, both of those leaps. Nice.
Oregon State's getting ready for Ariana Young to go. But she's not up yet, so we're going to stay with floor.
Oh, Beam's going to confer because they are way far apart on that
All right,
score.
So we got some time. Do you watch that vault? Go and watch.
Half on tuck, full on tuck off.
Full on tuck off?
Yeah.
A 9.95 start? I think
Yeah.
that's a 9.95 start.
That's all right. It was unique. We haven't seen.
We don't see
any
a lot of those
Yeah.
vaults, but they're hard to score.
They're hard to score.
For some reason,
she didn't really finish the full
you don't always
position,
get
so it's hard to
rewarded for how
say
hard
what it
that vault
was.
is.
And if the judges can't identify the vault, then they have to just score what they see. So they're maybe at the mercy of the judges on that.
Yeah. Well, we got Lindsay Hunter for BYU ready to go on bars. We're just waiting for a salute. That was a good floor routine for Minnesota. They need to
they're
stay in the
hitting.
9-8s.
They're hitting. They're doing
need
a
to
great
get
job.
9-8 plus here, and they'll probably hold their lead if they stay in the 9-8 plus range.
Well, if they can stay in the 9.8 plus range and then they bring up the end of their lineup and get some momentum going, they might get a 9.9 here.
Here
It's a good
is
bar routine from
Lindsay Hunter
Brigham
on
Young.
BYU. Nice cast handstand. Nice Tkachev. Boy, that was a little bit out there, but good save.
On it.
Nice bill handstand. Good angle. She's
Good.
hitting all the handstands. Let's hit this dismount. Should stick it. Come on. We had that.
They had
she was
that
a little
stick.
long on that Tkachev. I was really surprised.
I
She
didn't
was
see
close
it.
to pinging it.
But I saw your face, and we had one of those ooh faces.
Yep.
All right. Beam
So
judges.
we're still waiting on the beam judges.
Oh, the head judge came down.
9.4 and a 9.25. So they're
Yeah.
they definitely don't
Yeah,
want
the
the
start
contest
value.
anyway.
I bet they didn't give her the value of that turn, the wolf turn that she kind of collapsed.
So they're going to count a bad beam score.
Yep.
They're going to count a low beam score, and that's going to open
That's
the door for
Michigan.
Minnesota.
I mean Minnesota. Yeah. 9.775 on that last
Yep.
floor routine.
Yeah. They're a little tight on
Yeah,
the floor
they're
routines
tight.
right now. I thought for sure that was over a 9.8. That last bar routine just went 9.9. 9.875, 9.9, something like that, 9.875. And this beam worker is important.
Yeah.
She has got to hit this thing. And Minnesota's doing their thing on floor. They're hitting their landings, they're hitting their leaps, being very clean. Fun, lots of fun to watch.
she's about done with this routine, and it's been good. She's been solid and very comfortable and confident. And a stick in the landing.
Nice.
There it is,
Very
and she
nice.
held it just like she's supposed to.
Well, and Oregon State's going to get to come to floor. And
Yeah.
Minnesota's on floor right now, but I'm telling you, finding a 9-9 on floor is, you got better luck
It's
at that
been
than
hard.
finding change in my pocket.
It's been hard. I'm telling you.
It's hard right now. You'd be better off going to bars twice.
Well, we've got the same angle. You know, we're at the same place. We're seeing the amplitude. We're seeing.
Yeah, I'm not. Apparently, I have a different view, but I kind of feel like there's some good scores that are out there. Now they're being fair. The judges are being fair
Yeah, across the board.
So I'm not complaining about that because I just feel like you could be fair in the 9875,
Well,
925.
you know,
range.
I don't know if these judges have changed events from what they did yesterday.
It was similar to what we had
Okay.
yesterday. Here's Anissa
985 on that.
from BYU.
Nice
Alvarado
handstand. Good
on
job.
Bars. Nice handstand. Nice Maloney. Big backswing. Very nice. Beautiful pack. Now, we were talking about how pack looks. That's a good pack right there.
Yeah. I love it when there's little time in the lift between the two rails.
She is hitting every handstand right now. And a full
Ooh,
twisting double
ooh,
A.
and a stick.
Wow. I tell you what, that's the cherry
That
on
was
top
good.
right there.
That was good.
That better go
I didn't
995.
expect that. Did you?
No, I did not expect that, but BYU got the memo.
Hope they judge
There's
the routine.
big candy being
Yeah.
sent out right now at the Bars household. So
Okay.
get over there. They're giving the full size, the fun size. They're not doing the fun size. They're doing the
The
full
whole
size.
full-size
Yeah.
candy bar?
Yeah, go get your scores.
All right.
Sydney Gonzalez
Oregon
on
State up
Team
on
Oregon
beam,
State.
and
they did get that score. They got their
they
985.
got the 985. Okay.
Well, it's not official. The judges keep conferring, so we'll have to wait and see.
9825 for the last performer.
9825. So
yeah.
but still, they got their 98 plus. Now we need another one because they already got a kind of 9325.
We get this one, and then
we have Jade.
Jade comes up. Okay. This is a beautiful floor routine. She's done a beautiful job.
Well, the judges were listening. 995 on bars. That's what it should have been.
And
That was
well
a
deserved.
beautiful routine.
That
Gianna Gertis,
995 on
Minnesota
bars
on
will
floor.
separate them from Utah, Southern Utah. Last pass. Oh, wow.
Got cold. Nice. Didn't even need that lunge.
Yeah. No, she should have just held it.
Yep. Well, we're going to wait on Jade Carey to go on beam next.
She did really well, and she should be happy with that routine.
And I think that last routine should be in the 9.8 range as well. Let's see.
Okay, we've got Jade coming up on beam, and they really need, and I know they're feeling that, so I hope that doesn't put extra pressure on her. And that nice beam routine got a 9.8.
Yeah.
All right.
They know they need to hit a good beam routine to stay in the mix. They can make up some ground on floor probably, but
And
floor's not
Brigham
scoring.
Young.
995 for that last. This is our anchor on bars
this is
for BYU.
Anchor exhibition. This is.
No,
she's coming up. Anna's
she's up.
coming up. Okay.
Anna Brown with the anchor on bars. Here it is. Nice handstand. Big Ray. Overshoot is nice.
Handstand.
Nice handstand.
Right on top.
And a double air lift. Oh, if she sticks that, she's got another 9.9.
Okay, we started a beam routine. Oregon State. There's a lot riding on this particular performance.
And we have one more floor worker, Maya Hooten. We don't want to miss Maya on floor either. So I hope we go to the split screen here.
I'd prefer it if they just waited. Nope, they're not going to wait.
Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah. All right, Jade setting up for series.
Solid. got Maya on floor. We'll just let her go while we're watching Jade. So everybody gets to watch both. But you definitely want to watch this floor routine.
Nice. That's that split half that's so hard. Beautiful. Nice straight legs through the whole thing. The landing leg to me is just so critical. And a solid dismount.
Dismount for Jade. Had a big pull in for Maya Hooten on the first pass. Nice lead combo.
You want to venture a guess on the score for Jade on beam?
Well, I think it should be a 9-9.
I think it should be a 9-9 too.
I haven't seen one yet, but I think it should be.
Nice. Oh, good landing.
Put your feet in the mud. Just leave them there.
Just stick. Minnesota's last tumbling pass.
Big double tuck.
Double tuck, nice. I mean, she is performing.
Beautiful floor routine. That's why we didn't want you to miss that one. That's for sure.
Okay, we got a 9.95 and I don't know what the other judge did, but at least it'll be a.
You're over a 9.9.
Yeah, 9.9. So that
we will be showing some of the other exhibition routines, but let's talk about that. I'm not sure. Hopefully they're not going to confer, but that definitely was a 9.9. And that's a 9.9 floor routine.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen a lot of 9.9s.
Well, let's see if they reward it. But, I mean, it had difficulty, it had amplitude, it had incredibly controlled landings. It was.
Minnesota hasn't had a 9.9
There we go, 9.9 for
9.9
Jade.
even for Jade.
They hadn't had a 9.9 yet, but they've had some 9.9 performances. All right, Jenny's got her fired up and ready to go. This is
well, Jade helped them out. Jade, the last 2-3.
All right, let's see if we got 9.85, 9.9.
So we got 9.875 for that floor routine?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I just have a hard time with a 9.875.
I do too, for that routine. It had everything.
I just can't even see it, but I guess that's why I don't judge.
It had difficulty.
I mean, obviously,
yeah.
Maybe she had something I didn't see.
Did you like that floor routine?
I did. The scoring not making no sense to me. I'm a little concerned.
You look worried.
You running.
You look worried.
You got something to say.
I do, because I'm sorry, but
don't hold back. Don't hold back.
That score 9.875 for her, I think they gypped her a little, because I definitely saw that was a very good, solid routine.
And when you compare it, and you can't help but make a comparison.
Exactly, to the rest of the routines that I've seen today.
She definitely
deserved.
Yeah.
I'm at least a 9.95 in my eyes.
Well,
we agree.
Yeah.
So
no argument.
I was a little, I had to run over here real quick.
I know, because you wanted to express your. What about me? What about Jade's beam?
It was hard. I was looking back and forth, but her Jade's score was a little concerning as well too. Her beam routine was very solid from the very beginning to the end. Yeah. But hey, like I always say, you can only control what you do. You can't control what the judges see.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
They've been straight across the board. It seems like if they start low, they're going to stay there, and that's what you would prefer. I would prefer they stayed the same. We can disagree, but at the same time, hopefully at the end of it, it doesn't really make any difference.
Exactly.
Ideally, Jade had the best beam routine right there, and it was the best score.
And it did
save their beam lineup. They at least went like 48.7, 48.75, something like that.
Because they had a fall on the beam and the fall off the beam, and it was the wolf turn that it looked like her ankle collapsed, and that was very costly because she didn't get the value of that turn. They took the value away, so she not only got falling on the beam, but also the start value affected her score.
I dislike wolf turns. The only person that I really like doing wolf turns is Suni.
Really?
And Simone. Their wolf turns are just so pretty.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah Finnegan used to have a beautiful.
Yes, she did.
But by the time she was a senior, her ankle couldn't couldn't take it.
They're
So,
harder than
but
they look.
they
A
are
lot
so
harder
hard.
than they look.
They are
You know,
so
I used to
hard.
try to do my fulls like her when I was
No,
younger.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And she was the
You'd
one
watch her?
person, I would watch her all the time, every single time. I'd be like, okay, let's see how she flares it right here at this moment. Yeah.
They're coming out of that Yurchenko full, and she'd flare
Every
those
time.
arms.
Every time.
When she'd get stretched out and stick that landing, and that's a critical part of sticking. And we talked about it
Yes.
a little bit earlier, getting off the horse or off the apparatus with height, so you
Yes.
can get your body lined up and your angle set.
Yes, for sure. And that's what I think about all the time going into vault. Making sure you have the right technique and the right, because you don't want to also, you know, vault and floor are very ankle or like tough on your ankles.
Yeah, you know, I bet we've got a lot of kids watching this, and the importance of going back to basics and doing drill work. Talk about the basics and the drill work that y'all do at world-class gymnastics. And I mean, you and Simone both. I mean, y'all don't just go out there and drill hard skills all the time.
No, not all the time. We do basics almost every day. Whether it's on vault, bars, like whatever event it is. Sometimes we'll do it in like, sorry.
No, that's all right, Jordan. I think that I'll answer a little bit.
Yeah,
for her,
because
the
you're
basics
dealing
are
with SUNY too.
for the upper level stuff. The basics are so important. You got to go back to the basics
All the
You
time.
have to. In
You know,
fact, more
and
than the big
kids
stuff.
want to spend all that time working on hard skills, and it's not the hard skill; it's the basics that lead up to it. And
Yep.
you know,
and I think we should get into that a little bit. But let's set up real. We're about a minute away from this next rotation. Let's talk about this, because I feel like right now you got every team here can break a 196.3, 196 for sure.
Yeah.
You got Oregon. You even got Southern Utah right now. That's definitely on the range of breaking 196 in this meet if they can go 49.2.
yeah.
So Minnesota, if they just average 99.8 on vault, they're going to go 196.8.
But they'll do better than that. So
I think
they'll
they're
hit the
going to a 9.8 on
197.
vault.
They'll hit the 197 mark.
I think they're going to touch a 197 today.
I mean,
and
you're
then
talking about an experienced squad
BYU and
great
Oregon
coaches.
State. No,
Yeah.
Oregon State with that beam rotation, they can still hit a 196.8, 196.9.
What was their team total on beam? Did you?
48. Like it was like a 48.7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that
that hurt.
one
them,
in the
that
middle
one.
hurt bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, but now you get to come to floor. Now I'm going to be interested to see on floor, is Jade going to go on floor or is Jade not? Because
She doesn't always do floor.
well, she didn't vault. If she doesn't vault,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're resting her a little bit, keeping her legs, you know, and that's important at this time of year. But you're not in the position to win it. You're in the position for a good score. Maybe you rest her, take things safe, keep
Yeah.
things safe. I don't know. That from a coaching standpoint, I'd be asking myself
Well,
that right now.
we didn't talk to the coaches. We didn't talk to Mike or
what the plan was.
yeah,
what
to see if there was a.
Yep.
But
And I
the
do
events
think-
that she did, she was a huge
Well,
contributor to that team.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think at this point right now, can Southern Utah keep the ball rolling and break that 196 barrier?
So is there a competition for third right here? What's our?
We have Minnesota at 147.8 and Oregon State 147.3. So but BYU tied 147.3. So we got 5/10 separating those three teams.
Yeah.
And then you got Southern Utah at 146.725. So if Southern Utah goes 49.275, they're in good shape for a 196.
Okay. And that's going to be a good score for Southern Utah. I think.
And Oregon State
Talk about
and
the youth on that team.
BYU. Now BYU is on beam. It's going to be hard to hit a 49 on beam.
Yeah.
The way they've been scoring. Oregon State has the power on floor to hit a 49. And I'm not sure. I haven't watched Minnesota's warm-up on vault, how many 10-0 vaults they have. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we also have Southern Utah on bars, which is a good event for Southern Utah. Traditionally, they do well on bars.
They
So
could
they
come
have a
around.
chance.
Okay.
Because bar's been the candy place.
Yeah, that's where they're giving out the whole candy bar, not just the sample
So if they
size.
stick some landings, they got a chance at this. Well, I think right now I'm looking at, for this rotation, what you're going to look at is who can set up those last 2-3 competitors to really hit the ball out. Now vault, Minnesota's got Gianna Gertis and Maya Hooten last. That's their 2 big guns. Can the 4 in the front set them up to break 9.9s on those last 2 vaults?
On the last 2 vaults. I don't know. I like I said, we have not seen them actually do their 10-0 start value vault, so we don't know what they're going to do.
No.
But I would guess right now that it's going to be a real dogfight between for first and second place and third and fourth. I mean, you got one of them on beam and one of them, on
and
those 2 fighting for third. And
Southern Utah's the furthest back, but they're on the highest scoring event.
Right,
so
and they do well on that event. You said
they're
so.
Really good on that event.
Yeah. Well, Jordan's
Sorry about
back.
that, guys.
That's okay.
I just had a major cough attack. I don't even know where
coughing fit.
That's all right.
came from.
We had enough to talk about.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, but
good.
we
I'm
were
sorry.
asking you about building your skills and building your gymnastics and not always doing the hard stuff all the time.
Yes, definitely would say basics is always a key thing for us. We normally do it, sometimes when we're doing our strength and conditioning, whether, sometimes we'll do it even before we even start our skills. So basics is always a good starting point before each and every practice.
Get them perfect, then the skills are going to come along.
Literally, it's the base of every skill. I always tell a lot of, the younger girls, they're like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm just like, you have to go back to the root of what the skill is, whether it's an aerial, a back handspring, like that's where everything, your technique and all that will come back into play.
And that's such good advice. That's critical information, especially for kids that are making that from level 5 and 6 and 7.
Yes.
Everything they're learning now is something that's going to be a building block to what they're going to do in the future.
Pay attention.
Yes, for sure.
Yep.
If you don't, you're going to pay a price.
Pay attention to the price.
Or you're going to pay the price.
Exactly.
Right. We're seconds away, and I'm seeing a couple of 10-0 vaults over there, so we're going to have a dogfight here. What's the 10th differential?
You got 5 10s separating 3 teams right now, and that's BYU and Oregon State tied at a 147.3.
Okay.
On pace for like a 196.5, 196.4. Maybe you can do a little better. And Minnesota on pace for a 197 with a 147.8.
All right. So
this should be fun to watch. I like
right down.
Last rotation is always the best
it's
rotation.
Always bring it down to the last performer on the last event.
Exactly, the last 10th as well.
That's
We
right.
have Southern Utah mounting bars any minute now.
Yep, and vault's not quite ready, so what's going to go first?
And we have vault looks ready for Marissa Jenks.
BYU is standing ready by the beam, but the judges have not called her yet.
Brinley Christensen on bars for Southern Utah. Let's see if they can start strong.
That was good, right on top. Pike.
Beautiful, Jaeger.
Little bit of extra long catch there. Great recovery. Nice bill handstand.
So far, so good. Beautiful.
Tiny short there. But let's stick that landing in.
This, it's going to help a lot. One step. So we are ready for vault now. Marissa Jenks from Minnesota.
So we've got a competition between 2 sets of teams here. Well,
big full, long pull. Natalie
good.
Briones from Oregon State on floor.
Slight little foot adjustment on the landing, but her angle was perfect. All right, Brigham Young starting beam. This is Oregon State on floor.
BYU on beam.
Oh, save it, save it, save it. Beautiful leaps.
Nice leap combo on the floor.
She's aggressive on beam. She's really working at a great tempo.
One thing that always gets me is how the athlete, whether they wobble, whether, they fall, and they can bring it back, because that's always the best thing, is showing your confidence right after a mistake. And so far she's doing that.
Press your feet and pull them back in alignment.
Yes.
Okay, good beam here.
There's a solid floor.
Solid floor routine.
Double full,
Way
tiny
to
hop on
finish, way to
landing.
finish.
Good job on beam. They've got a hit in their behind them now, and we're going to go to their number 2 person in a second. Okay, we've got a vaulter preparing.
Yeah, Sophia Wynn for Minnesota on vault right now. Chenko full.
And the
Little step out.
previous one got a 9.825, and so that was a little bit of a
I think
step.
that one was better than the first one.
Yeah.
So that should go 9.85. Bars.
Oh, that was a cool dismount.
Yeah.
And she stuck it too.
Yeah. You don't see those at all anymore. You know who used to do that? Larissa Libby. Lowing
Oh.
from Canada.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Unique and a little more difficult than it looks.
Yeah, yeah. And she stuck it. She did it really well.
So we're waiting on some judging right now, but Sophia for Oregon State up next on floor, Sophia Esposito. And that first floor team was a 9.8, so they're starting with their 9.
They're starting in a good place. Double full, little struggle on the landing. They've not been forgiving on that either.
No.
They've taken hard deductions on that double full landing.
That was a 9.9 on bars for Southern Utah. We got stuck this month.
That'll help.
That was solidly passed.
Double pike.
Double pike.
Kathleen Burial, she'd had one little break in this routine, but she's been very aggressive. Setting up for a dismount. Stay. Nice, good stick. Good
That was
stick.
beautiful.
Sticking it, you have a
Why
little
you
break
did
in the
that.
routine, you stick it, you're saving yourself.
The last pass.
Front lay Rudy. Nice. Okay, we got a vault going.
Lauren Pearl from Minnesota on vault. Big full.
Wow, that was
It
beautiful.
was a nice full, nice and high. But I love the shoulder angle. When she left the horse, she didn't have that plant shoulders. It was really good.
They really hammered that last vaulter too.
Yeah, they did. You liked it. You said there was a
I
good
thought
vault.
it was better than that. Nice pull on her. Bill handstand. Missed that handstand a little bit. Connected it to the layout.
To a double A.
That's good.
That always impresses me.
Connecting into a double A.
Yes.
Right out of a handstand?
Yeah.
Good grief. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It was toe hand.
I've seen one or two of those this weekend. We've seen a toe full, I think, and
Oh, wow.
that's hard. So they had a 9.9 and a 9.8 for bars for Southern Utah.
Okay, we got a 9.75 over here on beam. So Southern Utah, like you said, they're doing really good bars,
Yeah.
and they're
closing the gap.
closing that gap.
And Minnesota's doing enough to get in their 49 range here on vault.
I haven't seen the score for that last vault, but it was definitely the best one in their lineup so far.
9.8. I
They got a
agree.
9.8?
They got less, yeah.
Jeez.
I thought that was their best vault yet.
Absolutely. It was.
I used to compete with Ellie Weaver. She was an old teammate of mine. And seeing her compete for Oregon makes me so proud.
Nice big double tuck.
Yeah.
Beautiful dance.
Oh, she's been a gorgeous. Beautiful.
Nice. Both routines going really nice right now. recognize this music, Jordan?
Okay.
From Succession? The HBO show?
All right, there.
Yes? All right.
Yeah.
Hitting the beam routine over there. It's really nice. A little shuffle on the dismount, but
Well, BYU, if they can just get in that 9.8 range and average the 9.8.
Minnesota's going on vault with a beautiful full.
Big pull, but she was at the back of the
take
line.
that big step.
Last tumbling pass. Beautiful.
Beautiful floor team. That should score well.
That's the classic style
Yes.
of floor.
Yes, she's been like that
Beautiful.
since I competed with her. I used to go to
Where?
go to the same
Where
gym.
did you compete with her?
We used to be teammates at Nadanov before I went to World Champion Center. So
Great.
yeah,
Mr. Goodman on bars right now for Southern Utah. If they get
Another
another
pike.
big score, this is gonna.
I think pike daggers are so beautiful.
Nice pack.
Finishing it off strong with a nice giant
Double tuck.
pull into double tuck.
Oh, darn it.
That was a
They really could have
really
used
nice
that
routine.
score.
Yeah.
Keep the ball rolling. Well, they do get one to throw away. Let's hope that's it. Because they had 9.8, 9.85, and 9.9.
They got one more routine to
They
go,
got two.
right?
You still got two. You got
Okay.
Naya, Randolph, and then Isabel.
They're
now.
going slow.
Well,
All right,
we
let's
do
see
have
that
BYU on
beam routine got a
BYU.
9.75, so they're not knocking it out of the park with scores, but their performance has really been solid.
Yeah, and they just need to stay. Just stay. Don't try to hit a home run. You just stay on the equipment.
Stay on the equipment.
9.775 for that vault.
Because, like you said, Jordan, you don't control the score. You do control your performance.
Yes, you do all the time. And if you do a good performance, then that's all that matters. You helped your team out.
Nice.
Cat lead
from
front
up.
aerial. Good combination.
We're watching Caitlin Garcia on floor for Oregon State.
The first tumbling pass. Beautiful 1.5 to lay out.
Okay. Brigham Young.
Yeah, they got.
This is their middle of their lineup.
Need a stick.
Oh, with a
Nice.
stick. Okay.
Oregon State did get the 9.875 in that last floor routine, which when you compare it to Maya Hooten's, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a good floor routine.
But I thought the Maya's was
Maya's was a
underscored.
little better than that.
Yeah.
There's your 1.5. Yeah.
First one.
I don't know.
Gianna
They had
did this
it.
for Minnesota on
It was a
ball.
nice high double
Nice
tuck.
1.5.
That-
I think
yeah.
it was on the split screen, so we got to see
I
it.
really wanted her to stick that vault.
That
She'll
was
stick it.
beautiful,
She'll
though.
stick it in a week.
Yes, she will, because you know every week we gotta.
You got to get better every week.
Every week you get better.
All right.
Naya Randolph on bars for Southern
Beautiful.
Utah. They really need a hit to get that 196.
Get the handstand.
Nice.
Double leg.
Beautiful.
Okay. Little hop.
There's another free hit. Straight to double A.
Free
Yeah.
hip, straight to double A.
Yeah.
That's tough. Get that
That's
much swing and a
impressive.
good tap. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing on beam here?
Beam's been a struggle on the scoring. They just
Yeah. Well, their first person.
not agreeing.
9.75, 9.75. Let's.
We're waiting for Brinley Anderson
Yeah.
from BYU to go, but they're still waiting on the scoring. That last floor routine went 9.85. From one of the judges, I'm seeing 9.85, 9.9, so maybe 9.875 again.
8.75. Is that what it's going to be?
We have Sage Thompson up next on floor.
Yeah, 9.875 for that floor routine as well. So we've
Yeah,
got two
Oregon State's
9.875s.
gaining a little momentum into the end of their lineup. So let's hope that the performances are stronger, because they have done really good floor. Okay, and Brigham Young's on beam.
Nice first pass from Sage.
Brigham Young's got a great beam routine going here. She is solid. Pushing down the beam and lift. Good job. Get those heels together and finish. Good. A big old breath of relief.
Well, here's Maya Hooten on vault.
Great finish for Sage.
Final vaulter. Stick it.
1.5.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Stretch,
Beautiful.
laid out exactly what it's going to look like in the air.
That should break 196
But again,
for them.
in a week she'll stick it.
In a week.
Yeah.
We got that next week.
Yes.
And we've got
Okay, we got another
Isabella
Utah.
Neff on Southern Utah on bars.
Wow.
Wow. Lines are on point.
All right, let's stick it. Stick it. Oh. You want to say bend your knees or should I?
Bend your knees next time.
Bend your knees just a little. Absorb the landing because you were so perfect.
Exactly.
It was beautiful.
Right on the edge.
Yeah.
If they go, it depends on what that one.
That's going to be a 2/10 deduction right there.
210, and if they were right on the edge of breaking a 49.2, 49.3 on that,
They'll go 9.8.
which is going to give them a 196.
We hope a 9.8.
So let's hope we go 9.8, and they'll go 190. Yeah, Jordan. Like, I'm always doing the scores, but I feel like that's the coach's job.
Yeah.
Right? Do you follow the scores? You don't,
No.
right? Yeah.
I used to when I was younger, but now I can't look at them.
Don't look at the numbers, especially the elite competition numbers. I mean, that's like high math.
Well,
Did a run by.
I feel like it's the coach's job because we're the ones that got to let you know what you need, like not score-wise, but what
Exactly.
you need to think about,
Yep.
right? You already know what you need to think about. Not like it's any secret that you got to hit.
Exactly.
Okay.
That bar routine went
We're
9.875.
missing a great floor routine for Brigham Young. A little break on that beam routine, but I tell you what, Brigham Young is over there really
Stage
pushing.
is on
Oh, and she
fire.
took a break.
Oh, wow. That was cool.
Yeah.
These floor routines have been so unique, and I love it.
If this floor routine can get a good hit out of this floor routine,
Yes.
they go 196.5 or something today.
Okay, they've done their job on beam. They've had a couple of breaks, but they've pulled it back together.
Yeah.
They had
Counting a 9.6,
one, yeah, they're
5.75.
counting 9.6, but they've done a good job and have earned every 10th.
Floor routine going.
Okay, so do we? Oh, here's bigger. That beam routine might help Brigham Young.
So right now, Minnesota's at a 196.85. Oregon is at a 196.325, and they just had their last.
Yeah, they
floor
could
routine,
improve
right?
a tenth or two on that. Yeah,
They
we
can. It was a very solid floor routine. She did
got.
amazing.
Yeah. They have another floor worker, but it's exhibition, so this
So
one.
they're
So
done.
the next score is going to help them, I think. And Southern Utah got their 196. They came on strong at the end on bars.
That's good. That's good.
9.6. Yeah.
Yeah,
It has been an amazing competition.
9.825 for that last floor routine, so it should improve 2/10.
Yeah,
196.5 maybe.
but I don't know where that leaves it in the. But I think Southern Utah may have
Yeah.
outpaced Brigham Young.
Yeah, are we still waiting for the final
This is an
score?
exhibition beam.
Yes, and then I believe we have one on floor as well.
Yeah.
Yep, Oregon with the 196.525.
Yeah, they did as much as they could on floor at the end.
Well, we had some great performances on floor. We had some great routines. So, you know, it's just hard to come by a 9.9. I mean, you've got to be superb.
Hard to come by a 9.875.
Yeah, 9.875, exactly.
Yeah, so I think at the end, we're still, BYU is done. Everybody's done. So we've got 196.85 from Minnesota, which that's a great start for them.
Yeah, they'll carry that score for a while.
Yeah, and I think Oregon State, you didn't have Jade on 2 events. He went 196.525, and you counted a miss on beam.
Is anybody count? Okay, somebody, you said who's counting a miss on beam?
Oregon State.
Oregon State is, yeah. So that, I mean, that right there will take you out of a meet right away if you've got to count.
So you got a couple 197s, like you said, in a week. You're going to have a couple 197s.
I mean, it's the beginning of the season, getting all your kinks and little details out of the way that you're going to go back home and fix, you know? At the end of it, you're going to just realize what you've done really good and what you can fix on, and go back into the gym on Monday and work harder so week after week you get better.
Absolutely.
It's a marathon.
It is a marathon.
Now you know what you need to work on a little bit.
Exactly.
And if you're learning from every meet, you're getting better every week.
Exactly.
There's a lot of experience in this meet because this feels like a mid-season meet right now.
Well, we've had mid-season performances. We've had some performances that some of these athletes would like to have at the championship level.
Yes.
I mean, we've had a couple of floor routines that were superb, and we saw one on Oregon State's team tonight, this afternoon.
Yes, it's been a remarkable, you know, everybody looks like their eye is on the prize, and I love that.
Yeah, and I think, you know, as we're looking at some of the scores, I didn't see any scores like that stood out, like, you know, the 10-0 here or there. But what I did see was a lot of consistency across the board for everyone on the every lineup. I mean, it's the first meet of the year. Nobody's expecting to get out of here with a perfect meet. You know, you're going to have some hiccups here and there. How does your team respond, Jordan? You were talking about that. How does the team respond to a mess up early in the lineup? We learned a lot about these teams today.
Yeah,
these teams are kind of ready for mid-season.
They didn't crack.
No cracks.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. The foundation of a team is no matter what, whether there is a crack in it, you know how to fix it up real quick. And whether it's in the middle of a lineup, at the beginning or at the end, you know, you just push forward and go to that next event or that next routine. And a lot of those girls did that today, whether they were on the beam, off the beam, and you know, I saw a team.
It's like up next.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who's next?
Yeah. So I think we're going to try to get a couple of the coaches to come in over and interview.
Okay.
Before we get that, or when they're on their way, I'm sure they're still talking to their teams. But like, who stood out today? I kind of feel like, you know, even Oregon State went 196.525, and they had a little hiccup on beam, but they're without Jade, which I think is this, like, personally, you got to keep her healthy. She's been competing a lot on and off for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of difficulty, and you can speak to this too, because like, that's part of the training is the rest.
Yes, it is. Honestly, you know, Oregon did an amazing job today. Whether they had Jade in the lineup, whether they didn't, they still put out a show, and that's one thing that, you know, a team is a team, but resting Jade is, you know, her eyes is on Paris and everything like that, so having her ability just to, you know, be there for her team is an amazing thing, and she did her job on bars and beam, like solid on both events, and that's what she needed to do for her team today. So I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, she did a great job. She did. I think she on those 2 events she definitely carried the team or brought it home. You know, finished it. You know, put an exclamation point on the end of that lineup. But you know, you have a team like Southern Utah.
All
He
freshmen.
told us he had 18 performances that were gone from last year, so he's basically starting over. That speaks to the character of the team and the quality of preparation.
Exactly, and for SUU, like, seeing that rebirth of a team and having a coach being able to put forth and trust his athletes like that, they definitely showed out today, and couldn't be more proud of that college for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to step out and let you talk to a couple people. Oh, wait a second. I guess I'm staying. Dee Dee, we're gonna switch it up today.
Why?
We're going to
You're
talk to a
gonna,
couple people.
okay, that's great. I am going to go take
Do you have
a
any
break.
suggestions on what I should ask?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I think you just wing it.
I'll wing it. That's what
Yeah.
I do most of the
Yeah.
time. All right, let's bring our first guest.
And guess what? I get your headset. They get the mic.
And our first guest is somebody that everybody will recognize. Come on in. Here you go, Jade. Throw those on. And then there's your microphone. Scooch in a little bit here. All right. We don't really need a lot of introduction here.
I don't think so at all. I mean, do you
don't?
know who this is? I don't.
I can introduce you.
Okay.
Okay, can you introduce me? Jade Carey, everybody. No introduction needed. Great job out there today. We were just talking about you. We were saying how, explain the strategy, explain the process coming in, and how you feel about your team's performance today.
Thank you. For me this year, kind of just taking it back a little bit, still training for the Olympic team, so kind of taking the start of the year easier, but I'm really proud of my team. I think it was a good start for us. We don't want to start out the season perfect, and I think we did a great job of just fighting all the way to the end.
I love that. Knowing that you anchored on bars and beam, which I believe is the most amazing thing you can do as a college athlete and an Olympian. How did you feel knowing that, this was your first meet and being able just to, perform for your team like that?
Yeah, I felt really good. I feel like we just were able to go up and show what we've been training in the gym and not really put too much pressure on ourselves, so it felt really good to just be able to bring it all home at the end.
That's good. Well, I do have to say myself, leading into Paris, what are you most excited for, knowing that, you are doing college and elite at the same time, focusing on school? So how do you prepare your mind pushing forward?
I'm just excited to get back out there, especially after last year, kind of just be more myself and have a little bit more fun with it and not put a lot of pressure on myself.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, Jordan. Well, first, let me ask one more thing, because, like, you're in a unique situation with training college and doing training for the Olympics, obviously. And I just explain how you're managing that process. Obviously, I'd like you to explain a little bit about the strategy, because you are resting on and off, and I'm assuming you're going to do quite a bit of that this year in the NCAA. But just in the training is different in the NCAA than it is for elite. So we were talking about that earlier. Can you just explain kind of your process and how your coaches are helping you with that?
Yeah, my coaches are doing a great job. I basically do like the college assignment first and then stay after a little bit and get whatever else I need done for elite, like parts, routines, skills, upgrades. So yeah, it's just a lot extra, but I do a little bit less of the college routines and a little bit more because I'm able to like mix in a few elite skills with the college stuff.
Like
so,
your pack full.
Yeah.
Keep it fun.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead,
That's
Jordan.
all about the fun, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that Paris is literally around the corner, as excited as I am, how excited are you knowing that, 24 is literally in the palms of your hand?
I'm so excited. I feel like we've waited a long time for this go around again, so it's really nice to just be able to have college and my team around this time and just, be more myself.
That's good. Well, I can't wait to see you shine out on this floor and the elite floor as well. You did an amazing job tonight, and congrats to your guys' team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congrats, Jade.
Thanks.
Bye, love you. Thanks.
So I do think, Jordan, we're going to switch you out with Dee Dee, and we're going to talk to Jenny Hansen, head coach from Minnesota, who had great performance today, and get her in here.
I need to hold it? Okay.
All right, we have Jenny Hansen, University of Minnesota head coach. Great performance today. We absolutely had to find out the strategy on how to come out here and do that right off the bat. So let's, how do you feel about today?
You know, I'm so excited for this team. This was a fantastic start. We had a lot of new people today, and they've been doing exactly what they did in the gym. So that's what you hope for when you put in new people, that they just do what they've been doing, you know, nothing different. So.
Well, y'all have always been a team that, you know, starts and it's just week after week, you just get better and better and better. How many new performers did you have? I mean, how many? I don't know what your lineup was last year, but y'all were powerful and great last year with a lot of consistency.
Yeah, you know, I don't know the exact number, but we definitely are relying on a few freshmen. I think some of the most exciting things for us is we had seniors competing for the very first time, and they have been building and building up to this moment, and they finally got their chance, and they did awesome.
See, that speaks to coaching.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Well, I think that and just the perseverance of our athletes, you know, they just never gave up, and they kind of knew that if I keep getting better, I'm going to have my shot.
Yeah, well, that's great. And have they been good leaders for you?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
That's so important.
Yes.
But your whole team effort, the momentum, y'all carried momentum, y'all got more and more comfortable as the meet went on. The corral was wonderful. Talk about that.
Well, you know, we talk about the energy is important, and we bring the energy. Don't rely on anybody else to bring it for us. So that was good. And I felt even the newcomers, you know, getting used to this. We told them, if you're not in, your job is to lose your voice, you know, because you are so much behind your team. So that was fun to see.
Well, that showed. What do you feel like was the difference in this meet? Because I know y'all had some question marks, but what did this meet do for your team?
Hopefully just give them a lot of confidence. You know, I think that's it, to have this kind of a start and continue hopefully to keep building is really important for us. I think for them to open their eyes and go, okay, we are exactly where we want to be at this point in the season. So that's we feel really good about that.
Good. You take that home with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and traditionally you guys get a lot better. We talked about that on I get to see you guys compete a lot, but the TV audience gets to see you, and you will get better. And there is some meat on the bone. You didn't get a lot of gifts today, but you got a lot of great performances.
Yes.
And I will say the corral was great. We had to keep. Jordan wanted to leave in the middle of one of the broadcasts because she wanted to go join your group on game. She's like, that looks like too much fun. I want to get down there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We'll see if we can work that out next time.
Okay, count on it.
Well, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you so
much. Well deserved and a great first meet of the year.
Well, it's going to be fun watching y'all progress in the season. I tell you what, floor, we really gave you high scores on floor.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I think
these two judges over here.
Flash scores next time just separately.
I think you guys would be great. Okay. Let's get you out there.
But you were fabulous, and good luck the rest of the season. And we are in Vegas, so rely on luck, would you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Yep.
We have 2 all-around champions and
And we do have, Dee, don't go anywhere. We got one more interview.
Okay, no. This is the fun part.
And I'll let you start it off, Dee.
Okay, all right. You were so excited about how y'all finished and what you did. And y'all had some great events, and then some events where y'all did great. Right. Scores were tight, but you didn't let it shake the team.
No, I'm really proud of them. They're a young team. They're an inexperienced team. We had a lot of new competitors, and you know, we saw some of that pop up on both vault and beam. But you know, to score 196.525, I think it was, and to have room to grow is huge. So that's what I like. I mean, they're now like, oh, I get it, you know. So that's all, you know, that happens. You have to get through it.
Understand that is hard,
right?
Before they see it. Yeah, we saw it. We're like, that's a 197 team for sure right now. I mean, obviously you gave a little bit of that back,
right?
But you're resting Jade, and you still have that power in your lineup. Yeah, that's going to be something you can use later.
Well, she's a closer.
She definitely is. She knows how to do that, and she knows how, as the vibe's going, what skills to put in. Like her beam routine wasn't the routine that we normally have scheduled, but she was like, you know what, I'm doing it I'm going this way. So, but you know too, they have so many skills that they do. So right now we're training both international and college routines. So after doing the international routine, she has a large selection of skills that she can change around things and do what she needs to do.
And she's such a veteran and
She
such
is.
a, you know,
She's very calm,
Yep.
and that helps and gives the experience to the younger ones.
to the rest of the team.
You'll see that she goes up to talk to a lot of them before.
Well, I think moving forward, y'all are going to have a lot of success. And I've been in your arena. Home meets for y'all are a lot of fun,
Yeah,
a lot of
they are.
excitement. So I want your fans to turn out and support y'all because y'all are going to be great.
Well, we're looking forward to it. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Oregon State is definitely here. Made a statement today.
Thank
So
you.
well done.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Have a great day.
Safe travels home.
Thank you.
We have one more. I think we're going to try to get Scott Bauman from Southern Utah and get a comment on their
Great.
closing performance.
All right, Scotty, way to bring it. Yeah, you get a handheld.
You're going to have to. I prepped him at the beginning of this after you and I talked about your complete changeover on the lineup.
Oh, yeah.
So fill us in. That was one good performance.
Well, we graduated, I think it was 12 seniors, but
That's unbelievable.
I know, and they all graduated, and 7 of those graduated with master's degrees. So it was pretty cool, but we lost 9 scores on our team, and that's so many, and it just. So we were very nervous coming into this. We have 12 freshmen, and you never know what you're going to get. So I was really proud of the way the girls, even on bars, after one of our best, Trista Goodman won this meet last year on bars, and she fell. And then our 2 other kids that are new to the bar lineup got up and just did great bar routines. So I was really proud of our team, how they were able to battle and fight all this entire time. 4 beam workers were brand new. One was a senior and hasn't competed beam for us ever. And so it was really kind of
No, usually by then they give up and just focus on 1 or 2 other events. So good for you for keeping them in the game.
That's funny, but it's totally true. Yeah, they would normally not do it anymore after a year or two, but she stuck with it, and I'm so thankful she did. She did a great job.
But we focused on bars. What a great job! And Jess said they go to bars and they can win the second half because it was basically 2 meets.
We knew you were close to breaking that 196. You needed a really good bar workout.
We did.
Y'all brought it.
And
yes,
you
thank
guys
you.
are always ready on bars.
Thank you. We've always been very lucky and had a great bar team.
I'm not sure it's luck. I've been lucky too, but I'm not sure that.
But we're in Vegas, so you can rely on luck in Vegas.
That's where I plan on being lucky.
Right.
Lucky.
I plan on being luckier later tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, your beam. I thought y'all's beam was so good.
Thank you. You want to know what? I think I'm the only guy beam coach in the entire NCAA. Jamie didn't want to coach it anymore a couple of years ago, so I took over beam, and I'm like, I'm not a beam coach. I'm a bar guy.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it. Thank you.
You did
so
a great
much.
job.
Well,
Thank you.
it is. You're making a difference. That beam lineup. You closed on bars, but you made your hay.
You made your statement on
Yeah,
beam.
thank you. I appreciate that. Those girls
welcome.
did a great
Make sure
job.
they understand that too. Sometimes it's nice for the girls to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make them watch this interview.
Their performance was right on. I mean, they mastered the beam and they kept their feet glued. They kept their body in line. Slam their finishes. It was so good. They did great.
Dee Dee, coming from you, I love that. You
Thank
can
you.
tell me that all day long. So.
Okay, I'll call you next week and repeat it.
Jill, please do. Well, I might need to hear it.
Congratulations, Scott. Great start to the season.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to even better stuff coming out of you guys. But at this point, you can go back and tell your team, it's over. We did what we came here to do.
Yeah.
Now let's go have fun.
Yeah, you got to have a starting point somewhere. So I was so proud of the girls. I'm just so happy for them.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Go
Tell
press
them
your
great
luck.
job.
You're in Vegas. Go press your luck.
I'm going to. Yes. Thanks, guys.
You're
We're going to
welcome.
try to get Guard Young in here from BYU too. So we got one
we get
more.
everybody.
Absolutely. We want to talk to everybody.
Yeah. Here you go.
Get the headsets first. How's it going?
Good.
Well, great
Good.
job today.
What was your mission? What was your intention with your team to come to Super 16 and?
Well, I would say redemption. We came here last year, and it was not a good start for the season. So to come down to the same arena, the same venue, same weekend of the year,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, this is redemption. We've got to start off better We had a ton of new freshmen, so they look great in practice, but you never know how they're going to do out there.
Well,
And
yeah.
they really came through for
But
us.
the
so.
beauty of this is you get the practice, you get to practice everybody, then you get the competition, and you also got to run an exhibition person. So how's that going to affect you moving forward?
Yeah, and again, with some of the unknowns, we just played our freshmen as that backup number 7, and they hit a home run. And so now we go back in the gym, and we're like, guys, it's anyone's ball game now. So I think, you're going to see that intensity in the gym rise because they know that these kids are here. They're great athletes, and they can perform now because they just proved that.
And I appreciate, from a coaching standpoint, I really appreciate the honesty when you come in and say, last year we didn't do what we came here to do. And I think sometimes that honesty is lost a lot of times when we're trying to gloss over a mistake where the mistake can actually help you get better. And it sounds like you use that to make your team more prepared this year as a reminder of what can happen in the first meet. Nothing was terrible last year, but it wasn't what you came here to do. But this year, even in practice, everything looked intentional. Everything looked deliberate. You guys looked like you came to play, and it showed.
Yeah, I mean, we were a good team on paper last year, and for some reason, it just didn't come together.
Yeah.
And honestly, the evaluation to that every year, because you always go through that at the end of the season. You're like, what could we have done different or better, or how am I going to learn and grow from this? And it came down to it was, I don't need to be more intense in the gym. I need to make this a fun, enjoyable place.
Yeah.
So the kids look forward to coming to practice instead of fearing practice. And that was really intentional that we did all summer long. And I think it showed up on the first meet out. So
I will say it showed up in the meet and also in the workouts. All your athletes were having a blast. They were fun to watch.
And they were very confident.
Yeah.
They were,
And your girls are still the only ones out on the floor still taking pictures. So that tells you something. They're enjoying it.
This is a great trip for us. We took a bus down, so it's those movie trips.
Yeah.
We did come a day early, then we had that great podium day.
Yeah.
For us, we are a religious school, so we actually visited an LDS temple that's close by. Now, that's something in my 9 years of coaching I've never had that opportunity to do. So those experiences, I think, bring a team closer together. And to do it week 1, how amazing is that? So I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
Well, I think that this meet lends itself to that kind of experience for all of the teams. But I'm glad that y'all recognized that and took advantage of it.
And school starts Monday. So we're down here, working hard, yet making those team connections without that pressure.
So you're going to get on a bus, get home,
and go to school.
And go to school
Monday, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of your season.
Appreciate it, you guys.
Good luck. Great job.
Thank you.
And I think we're going to try to get Jordan back in for a little wrap-up. Thanks a lot to Guard Young from BYU. Fantastic job.
Hey guys, we're back.
All right.
She's back.
I'm back.
Ooh, tonight.
Great end of that. Got to talk to everybody. That's absolutely a great afternoon competition. We have a huge competition for tonight.
Oh, it's going to be great, and I hope you're going to stick around.
Are we going to be able to?
Okay, all right.
You can change a flight or something?
Yeah, I'll be here.
We may see you jumping around on the floor because we're be ready. We've got some great gymnastics. We got UCLA.
Yes.
You know a lot about them.
Oh, never.
Yeah,
never.
okay, yeah.
Okay, now you cannot be biased. Like if LSU was competing here, I could not be biased.
You're right. I won't be biased. I promise.
Alabama is going to be here.
Alabama. I know a few of those girls.
Alabama's in the house.
Yes.
Auburn.
Yes. Period.
Okay.
Auburn.
And then Cal Berkeley, and I'm sure you know some of those girls.
Yes, I do know some amazing athletes at Cal as well, especially, with UCLA, Marquetta Frazier and her sister at Cal. That's going to be a great and amazing duo. I'm really excited for tonight. Today was
This was a good
amazing.
Yes,
it was an amazing
really
meet.
good.
Definitely a great start.
Well, it's always fun when you see people so committed to competing, and they had so much camaraderie and so much team spirit. It was awesome.
I told Minnesota the next time we're going to let you run down there and cheer and jump.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to so bad. I wanted to be like, hey guys, I'm here with you jumping. Like, this was amazing.
But we may have to hold you back tonight because
it's going to get a little crazy.
Be in store. I hope everybody comes back and watches tonight. Like we said last night, call your friends and tell them to get on YouTube because it's going to be great tonight.
It's going to be
That's at 6 p.m. tonight Pacific time, not 7 like last night.
Okay, so it's a little bit earlier. Good.
As the Bruins would always say, it's going to be a party tonight, so y'all stay tuned.
That's good. We're gonna.
Great.
Well, I'm gonna let you take
All right,
it
well,
out on that.
it was
Good
a
job,
great,
Jordan.
great competition. We had it yesterday, today, and now tonight. So let's get ready and
we'll see you in
get
a
this
couple
done.
hours.
See you in a couple hours. Bye.